てくガラスの迷路ひび割れた公園まだ消えないまま藤た記憶誰かの夢にすり替わる名前さえ今奪われてく聞こえるか胸の奥できしむ鎖の叫び逃げないで選ぶんだ自分だけの芯を一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えてゆけ黒いタイピン運命にコードが刺さる笑うシステム感情を食らう震えた指でログアウト先を探してるでも君の手が確かにここにある忘れるな偽物でも選ぶ痛みはリアル奪えない願いだけが最後のパスワード一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えていけ必殺君の声で暗いスクリプトを壊して一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を更新してく挟むく影抱きしめながら傷ついても夢を離すな一つ操られた未来君と一緒に飛び越えて交差してくストーリー今始まりに帰ろう
Look at all you beautiful sons of bitches in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, boys, you got to bring it in. Listen, it is a Friday. All right, it is a beautiful, beautiful Friday, ladies and gentlemen. A gorgeous evening that we get together and talk about the absolute horrendous state of the gaming industry every single day of the fucking week, boys. That is right. And listen, man, as people start to run away for some odd reason, I don't know why, because it's a Friday, you're not allowed to run away from the hugs, but as people start to run away, just get ready to launch your scorpion plugs at them. Go get ready to plug them, right? Get ready to grab them by the cankles, say, get over here, and tell them to listen very closely. If you are watching over on YouTube, like the stream. That's right. Oh, damn. Oh damn. Wait. Let me go back up. Fast Wheels Gaming says I left New Blackstreet to be here. Oh shit. Ouch. Ouch. If you're watching over on Rumble, like the stream. That's right. And if you're watching anywhere else, that's impossible, and you're most likely a communist. Let's be real.
You are gay!
That's right, boys. That's right, boys. Listen up, man. We're going to get right into the Bigot Army roll call. There is no waifu battle today. There's no tournament battle today. There's none of that stuff right now, boys. We are just going to have a classic gay old stream. It's going to be a good old time, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to be talking about the nonsense of the day. And then after that, we're going to be playing some Dragon Sword Awakening today, later tonight, because I invited Atreus multiple times. And every time he's always like, hey, so when are you going to play? And I tell him when I'm going to play, and it's like never a response. It's never a response. So I'm like, you know what? All right, well, I waited as long as I could. I'm just going to go play Dragon Sword Awakening because, you know, that's what I want to do. So that's what we're going to play. So check that out later tonight on Hypnotic Gaming Live, ladies and gentlemen. And then we'll kind of go from there. But until then, we're going to have a good time hanging out today on this beautiful, gorgeous day. A couple of things really quick, boys. Number one, if you're a member of the stream, if you're a member of the channel, there's more new emojis. I updated a ton of emojis. I'm not done doing all of them just yet, but I updated a ton of emojis. So they are there. Go use them to the, you know, best of your ability. I would greatly appreciate it. That's number one. Number two, I did add Uncle Ruckus to the TTS, so you can utilize that to your heart's extent. I'm probably going to end up regretting that, but I know it was heavily requested, so I try to give the people what they want. You crazy sons of bitches. So utilize that to the best of your ability. And yeah, that's basically it, boys. That's basically it. All right, with that being said, man, we got Romanizer24. Look at this beautiful bastard in the chat. Shout out to Romanizer24. We got Yamato85. What's going on, Yamato? How you doing? We got Mr. Melancholy in the chat. What's going on, Mr. Melancholy? We got Dummy X3X. Says gay old stream. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. We got Ali Kusanagi. What's going on, Ali Kusanagi? How you doing, my brother? We got Gaming Wolf 87. What's going on, my man? Glowmite Prince. Shout out to Glowmite Prince. The fourth wall guy is here. What's going on? We got Yamato 85. What's going on, Yamato? Dietrich Koenig is in the chat. We got Sleeping Nova in the chat. Got Carl Singh in the chat. He says, congrats to me on getting out of a near 5-year unemployment slump. I start work. Oh, shit. For a quality lab technician job over at a plastics manufacturing company. Brother, congratulations. Holy shit, bro. That's amazing. Bro, that's amazing. Let's get some cheer emojis in the chat for Carl Singh, man. That is fucking awesome, bro. Holy shit. That is great. I love seeing people successful, man. Congratulations, dude. That is sick, man. Love to see it. We got Felstef in the chat. What's going on, Felstef? We got Yamato85. Did Hypno like Marvel? We're going to talk about it, man. We're talking about Marvel Tokon today. Don't worry. We got Tiger King. Atreus is scared. You know what's crazy, man? Me and Leon played Marvel Tokon just like we played Avatar. And we played it without ever knowing how to actually like play it. Because, you know, we're just learning on the fly. Like, we're just playing it the old school way. And Atreus is like, yo, man, I'm in the lab. I'm coming for you, Hypnotic. I'm in the lab. I'm like, bro, you're in the lab, and I'm over here playing TCG Simulator. The fuck? Like, if you're playing Marvel Tokon nonstop, and I'm over here playing TCG Simulator in my free time, I would hope that you're going to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I would hope that you're going to win. But even still, I'm like, all right, we'll play. You want to play? I don't care. You want to play? And he's like, yeah, what time? And then I tell him the time, and he's like, quiet. It's just completely quiet. So sad. Anyway, fourth wall guy, what's going on, man? Tech Dragon is here. Shout out to Tech Drag. We got Blue Octopussy not screaming at the top of her lungs. Shout out to Blue. Appreciate that. We got Joel Jimenez in the chat as well. What's going on, Joel Jimenez? How are you doing, my brother? We got Fast Wheel Gaming. What's going on, man? We got Ron DFK saying, holy shit. What's going on, man? Tinfoil Haters in the chat. Wow, people dropping memberships like crazy right now. Holy shit. What's going on, man? Damn. Hey, King Dimwing, I updated your emoji, brother. We got Signo in the chat. We got Fighter 4 in the chat. What's going on, Fighter 4? We got Hanny in the chat. Says, yes, Uncle Ruckus. We do have an Uncle Ruckus. We do. We got Matthew saying, hello. This fucking guy, bro. No. Listen, I saw some of you guys talking about maximum engorgement and shit. Like, no, bro. No, stop. Look at this guy, Dante. I love feet. Bro, what are we doing? Is it because it's Friday? Are we gonna act like extra ratchet today? What is this? What is this shit? Monkey Man 04. Green Lotus. Does that mean you'll give us coffee? No. No, I will not. I will not give you coffee. I'm sorry. We got Commander Sonok in the chat. We got Punye in the chat. We got DMRB spamming all the emojis. Jesus. That's amazing. Shout out to you. We got Zombie Hunter in the chat. What's going on, Zombie Hunter? We got Matt Fun Cool. What's going on, Matt Fun Cool? PS5 Gamer being the motherfucking ruckus. What's going on, man? How you doing? Sleeping Nova is in the chat. King Dimwing's in the chat. What's going on, King Dimwing? We got Singles and Bits in the chat as well. Chris L is in the chat. Used to love Rockstar, not anymore. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Kurakami's in the chat. What's going on, Kurakami? How you doing, brother? All right, boys. We got to call out 4 more people, man. There's a lot of you sons of bitches here. There's a lot of you sons of bitches here today, man. Holy shit. Must be a good Friday, man. Must be a good Friday. We got Alucard in the chat. What's going on, Alucard? Let's go check over on Rumble. Rumble, what are we doing? We got Life Aired over on Rumble. What's going on, man? We got Crash Collins over there on Rumble. Genetic Spore over there on Rumble. Deidre Connick over there on Rumble. What's going on, man? Fluffy Murder Machine over there on Rumble. What's going on, Fluffy? We got Abhorred Soul over there on Rumble. He says, no hugs, you degenerates. I mean, he's not wrong, though. You guys have been pretty ratchet lately. I'm just saying. A little ratchet. Just a little ratchet, you know? Just a little bit. It is what it is. We got, let's see, who's over there on Rumble? Who else is over there on Rumble? Anybody? We got, nope, I think we got everybody. That's it. All right, boys. Let's send somebody to HR, man. It's Friday. We got to send somebody to HR. Are we going to talk about Beast of Reincarnation? I already talked about it the other day. My thoughts really haven't changed very much on the game, unfortunately. It's kind of the sad thing. You know, I'm actually really let down by that game. But we'll talk about it later down the line. Guys, let's go, man. Send somebody to HR. Who we sacrificing? Who are we going to sacrifice to HR? Let's see. We got Mr. Melancholy saying, booty hole protected by the power of Yoriichi. No Scampus, no Uno Reverse, no Fuda. Go to HR and get a smooch from DSP and Lieutenant Williams. Oh, shit. Oh, no. That's awful. What the fuck? Anyway, so I guess that means we're going down. So let's go down. What? What? My wheelchair needs a ratchet? Are we about to send somebody in a wheelchair to HR, bro? I feel terrible. I feel terrible. And he has no disc and no buy as a profile picture. Damn, chat. Equal rights, equal fights, I guess. Holy shit, boys. All right, Hyperactive. I'm sorry, brother. Maybe they got a ratchet over there. Maybe they got a ratchet in HR, man. Ask the pink-haired girl. I hear she's well liked over there.
Please, I beg you, don't do this. I didn't mean it.
Sit your bigot butt down in the chair so we can tell you how racist you are, you disgusting chud.
Damn. That's rough. That's rough. Shout out to Hyperactive. Enjoy HR, my man. All right, boys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today. Number one, like the motherfucking stream, boys. All right, it's a Friday. I know you guys are all hanging out, doing your thing on a Friday. You know, hopefully you're touching lots and lots of booty. But, boys, we got a lot we got to talk about today every single day. Today is no different. We got to talk about Marvel Tokon. Okay, Marvel Tokon. Guys, what a letdown. What a letdown. You know, again, you know, you guys know I was very hyped for Marvel Tokon. And honestly, I was hyped for Marvel Tokon before I realized just how much involvement Sony actually has in it. I didn't realize, like, for some reason, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that this thing is practically a PlayStation exclusive with the, you know, with the exception of being on Steam. But, you know, I don't even think it's on Xbox. Like, this thing is such a massive letdown. Now, there is some good things about it. There are definitely some aspects of it that I enjoy, and we'll talk about that as we go over Marvel Tokon. But unfortunately, the game that supposedly they said they worked on in the beta, and they said that they were fixing a lot of the issues, have not been fixed. They have not been fixed whatsoever, and they are still very prevalent on the PC platform. And at this point, I have to think that it's on purpose, because Arc System didn't really have these issues necessarily when they had their previous video games, but now that Sony is involved with Marvel Tokon, suddenly all these problems are popping up, and a lot of it is tied to what Sony did to the game in terms of like the background processes with the PlayStation Network and the entire login nonsense, and it's like frying people's CPUs or like overloading people's CPUs, and not only that, the fact that it just doesn't run on Linux whatsoever. That's also another big problem. So they're releasing their game on a Linux focused platform like Steam, even though obviously a lot of people play on Windows, but ultimately Steam's platform and Steam's hardware runs on Linux. They released this game with no Linux support, and the anti-cheat doesn't allow Linux to go through either. Meanwhile, the same anti-cheat also has Linux support on other video games, so it's very clearly there. You know, it's very clearly there. Like, this anti-cheat can easily support Linux because it already has in the past. But it's obvious that they're purposely turning it off. They don't want this game to have Linux support for a reason. So anyway, so we're gonna talk about all the good, the bad, and the ugly with Marvel Tokon today. We're gonna go over some of the reviews because there's a lot of them. The game has really, really, really bad reviews. So we'll go over all that nonsense. We also got to talk about Rockstar, boys, because Rockstar, I don't know if they're coming out and talking this way. I don't know if the CEO is coming out and talking this way to try to take the heat off of Sony or to try to back them up a little bit. I'm really not sure. But the CEO of Rockstar has broken his silence, and he has had quite the things to say. Basically talking about how gaming is going to an all-streaming future. You gotta love it, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna get to a point where they're not even gonna want to sell you video games anymore. That's what they want. They don't even want to sell you the games anymore, boys. Now you can't even buy games. Now you just gotta pay for the streaming. That's what they want. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about how he has made comments on physical media, because that's pretty interesting. He's also made comments on a Netflix deal. Apparently, the deal was situated by Rockstar. So remember how yesterday we were questioning whether or not it was Rockstar or whether or not it was Netflix? Well, it seems like Rockstar approached Netflix for this particular deal. And apparently there's going to be a reason why it's on Netflix. So I'm assuming it's going to be live action. If I had to guess, this extended view is probably going to be like 15 minutes of live action bullshit, most likely. So we'll go over that and talk about all that nonsense. There's a lot of Take-Two news today. There's a lot of GTA news, so stick around for that. It's going to be very interesting. Also, we got to talk about the rumors that EA is looking to sell Bioware. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. I told you guys, the moment this thing went private, you're going to start getting all kinds of news from insiders that are going to tell you what's going on over at EA right now, and it's not looking good. EA is reportedly thinking about selling Bioware, and they're looking to essentially find ways to reduce costs after the acquisition has finally taken over, and BioWare is one of those potential ways that they're going to reduce costs. So, guess we'll find out what happens with that nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to go over and more. We got some fast topics to go over. There's a bunch of things happening on the interwebs right now. It's never a letdown. You even have a currently employed id Software lead service programmer completely shitting on Xbox. It's literally like somebody shitting on their boss in public for everybody to see. So we're going to check out what he has to say and more, boys. But before we do that, guys, listen, it's Friday. All right. It's the day before the weekend. All right. Even though, you know, technically Friday is kind of the weekend. It's the day before Saturday, mate. We got to light this up. We got to get a membership train. We got all these new emojis people could be using. But there's a lot of grays. There's a lot of grays in the chat, boys. And we are very racist towards the grays. All right. We like them. We still appreciate them. But they're still gray. We got to make them not gray. So let's light this shit up. Let's have a good time today, boys. And let's go play some video games after this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Membership train. Light it up. YouTube and Rumble.
The membership train. Chat lights up. First spark, first flame. Name after name. Rushing bring down the frame. Midnight Court.
Ali Kusanagi, damn, 5 memberships, holy shit. Alright, he's taking it serious. Green Lotus taking it serious too, holy shit, 5 memberships from Green Lotus. Damn. Crash Collins with a membership on Rumble. Tech Dragon with a membership on YouTube, let's go. Damn. Snipe all the grays, boys. Snipe all the grays.
We're breaking the chain. Turn the screen to a burning campaign. From the first to the last, remember the name. We are Hypnocast. Membership train.
Shout out. Holy shit, man. That was awesome. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, that is amazing. Thank you guys so much for the insane membership train. We dropped some crazy memberships over on YouTube and Rumble. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Green Lotus says, I always love a train on him. Hey, yo, come on. Why'd you gotta make it gay, bro? That's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. What are we doing? All right, boys, listen. Let's go over pre-stream legends. We got to go over pre-stream legends, and then we're going to go gifted games and then content. You guys already know how it goes, man. Here we go. Are we ready for the TTS? Oh, my God. I'm scared. I haven't even tested the Uncle Ruckus sound. I hope it's good. Actually, I don't even know at this point. I don't even know at this point. Let's see how this is going to go.
PlayStation rules Marble Tokon. Rockstar goes full evil. EA abandons Bioware. Will Yamato expand with Nautic lore? Is chat gonna want Hypno body pillows? Find out on Hypnocast tonight.
As much as people hate Rockstar, they created RDR 1 and RDR 2, so they have my blessing.
Holy shit, boys. Hold on. I'm still stuck on
I
the
saw Uncle Wizard's head in Daddy Hypno's lap. Daddy said he was rubbing Wizard's temples but was making noises like I drink from my bottle.
Whoa, 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 what? Wait, no, hey! 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 What the Wait, hold on. Teacher Conic, thank you for the 10. Hold on. Magnum door, somebody get to that. Give me a second. Subtle! What was that? Hey! No. Just no. I don't accept. I don't accept. What the fuck? Holy shit. Thank you for the $4.99. I do not accept, man. That's not canon. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Magnum Norris, thank you for the 10. I appreciate that. I mean, listen. You can like the product and hate what the company does. That is totally allowed, okay? It's just like so many people complain about YouTube and yet still use YouTube, right? There are people that complain about Twitch, still use Twitch. There are people that complain about a lot of things and still use the product because ultimately you just want the company to be better. Because you may like their product, but you want them to be better because if they're better, hopefully that means they provide a better product. There's no reason to act like an asshole just because you have a product that people enjoy. You know, so that's basically it. But thank you. I appreciate that. Magnum Norse. Red Dead Redemption is a amazing franchise. I actually like it more. I like it more than Grand Theft Auto in certain ways, but that's because of the setting. I just like the older setting better. You know, that's really just me personally. I like the older setting better. Anyway, all right, let's keep it going. Let's resume the queue. See what we got.
Deadpool, CEO of Take-Two said gaming in future would be streaming. Crazy though, I don't like that idea.
I know, we're going to talk about that today, Gaming Wolf. Thank you for the 5. Felt it himself, though. Felt it. Oh, shit. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Control, the Sarlacc has been fed, but Jabba says it is getting tired of all the Wookiees.
Too bad.
Dude, that whip crack was crazy, bro. Holy shit. I didn't know what that... At first, I thought it was a slap. But then I realized it's a whip. Wow. Frozen Dark. Thank you for the 10. The lore has been updated. The Sarlacc has been fed. It's so funny. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Frozen Dark. Gaming Wolf says I'll own that L. Yeah, it's all good, man. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Gaming Wolf. All right, let's go over memberships, man. King Demon Wing, the absolute legend. I updated his emoji today, by the way. King Demon Wing started us off with a 5 membership banger.
More memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
And considering that's the first one of the stream, if you're a member, use the brand new Kiryu emojis. It's magical. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. You already know what that means. Shout out to King Demon Wing. Holding it down with the Kiryu. I appreciate that, my man. Actually, to show you, hold on. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like. Pretty sure I can. Give me 1 second. Right here. I mean, this shit is magical, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Wow, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Unfortunately, YouTube's emojis are just way too small. You know, so you can't really notice the details in it too much. But it's there. It's there. It's Kiryu in a maid outfit, surrounded by a bunch of hearts and sparkles. It's fantastic. Hey yo, now that's moist. No, it's not moist. Stop it. Stop it. Hypno when Wizard is into fuck you. No, it's not. Stop. Can we get a felted emoji? Yeah, I'm working on it. Once I have all the emojis set up, I'm gonna transfer them over to Rumble because it takes a lot of time to do these emojis. So I'm gonna set it all up, get it all situated and finished over on YouTube, and then transfer them over to Rumble. So Rumble, you guys are gonna get it pretty soon, all right? I don't think I forgot you. I didn't forget you. All right, let's keep going. What else we got, man? King Demon Wing dropped a 5. Appreciate you, bro. Hyperactive dropping a 5 membership. Let's go.
More memberships!
From HR.
More memberships! More memberships!
Shout out to Hyperactive. Thank you so much for the 5 memberships. I appreciate that, my man. And then Ali Kusanagi followed that up with his own 5 membership banger.
More
Jeez.
memberships!
It's beautiful.
More memberships!
I asked Mama why
no.
the Wisnatic couple spends much time behind closed doors. She said Hypnotic was Wizard's personal protein shake provider.
Wow.
Is there going to be a wizard emoji for Hypno Love?
No, because you guys don't know how to behave. If I add a wizard emoji for Hypno, you guys know. Why would I? No. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. If you guys want a wizard love whatever gay emoji, you're going to have to fund that. I'm not doing that on my own. Fuck that. Nope. Absolutely not. I refuse. Griff, motherfuckers. Nope. Especially not after this. Not after this. Look at this guy. I asked Mama why the Wisnata couple spends much time behind closed doors. She said Hypnotic was Wizard's personal protein shake provider. The fuck? It's crazy, bro. Thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate it. Adair Soto with the 2? No. But I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Question, what's behaving in normal? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. I really don't even know anymore. I lose track at this point. Ali Kusanagi, thank you for being an absolute legend. I appreciate that, my man, for the 5. Thank you. And
it is extra salty for his protein for Hypno.
Yo, I hate you, bro. I hate you. I hate you. Extra salt. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate that. Green Lotus dropped 5 memberships. Let's go.
More memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
When you're having hemorrhoid pain, reach for Felted H. Use as directed.
Hemorrhoid pain, bro?
Yes.
That was a well-timed yes, Super Chat. I'll admit that. I'll admit that. I hate you for that. Hemorrhoid pain, though, bro? Really? Really? Thank you for the 5. Appreciate that. Adair, thank you for the 2. Appreciate
Konnichiwa.
it. Stop it! Just because it's a different language doesn't mean... Thank you for the 2. I appreciate that. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Green Lotus, thank you for the 5 memberships again. I appreciate that. I was trying to properly thank you, but unfortunately I'm getting felted right now. Thank you, sir. Tech Dragon with a membership on his own. I appreciate... Why did I apologize to you? Why? Why? You know what? I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. Thank you for the 2.
Why were Hypno and Wizard in Tower 7? Eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji.
Are you not going to tell it all in one super chat? Are you going to pay again to finish that, like, joke setup or something? What's going on here, Little Jim's Halo? Thank you for the 2. I appreciate that. Tech Dragon, thank you for the membership. I appreciate that, my man. Shout out to you. And we are caught up on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Reminder, no waifu battle today. So, unfortunately, we have to try to get our tiers without women, you know, which usually doesn't happen. So, this might be the night. We'll see. Over on Rumble, what do we got on Rumble, man? What are you guys doing over there? You guys behaving, misbehaving?
Doitashimashite Hypno.
What the fuck does that even mean, bro? What is that? What does that even mean? What does that mean? Doitashimashite. What the fuck is... What is that? Thank you for the 2. I don't even know what he said. We're not even speaking English anymore. Guys, Crash Collins gifted a membership over on Rumble. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you very much. Shout out to you. All right, that's quite
Love that Spinotic. Great work ethic has a lot of queer friends, maybe too many. Love the queers. Invited was night couple wedding at White House.
What? What the fuck? What is... First off, I hate the way that it says Spinotic because it doesn't want to say it. It doesn't want to say it that way. So it says
battle because
Spinotic.
of Wizard Date Night?
What? No. No. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate that. Wizard's not even here right now.
Oni-chan.
Oni-chan. Bro, Wizard's not even here right now, bro. He's over there at Vegas, like, sleeping with Sheep Sidian. That's what he's doing right now. So I don't know why, like, it's got nothing to do with Wizard. Adair, thank you for the 2. Appreciate that. Green Lotus, thank you for the 2. Subtle, thank you for the $4.99. Sorry. All right, let's go over Gifted Games. Oh, he knows where he is. Everybody knows where he is. He has publicly said so. This is not personal information.
Since it's been a while, the Latinas for the chat.
Oh my God. We don't usually get Red Boys anymore. Oh my God. I mean, they're a little rare these days. 16-bit motherfucking dude. Everybody spammed a new 100 emojis. We got emojis, by the way.
He's cheating on you, shameless of him.
We got emojis, by the way, for all the supers now, from $2 all the way to $100, and I'm working on a 500 one for the rare chance we get one. I'm going to make it super gold and shit. 16 motherfucking bit dude. Dropping a $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger summoning the Brown Ladies. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out 16-bit dude.
A Red Boy Hyper.
Damn. Let's go. 16-bit dude. Shout out to 16-bit dude dropping a legendary $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much, 16-bit dude. Somebody in the brown girls to the chat. We love it. The chat loved it. I saw a lot of wows in the chat. Appreciate that, my man. Adair Soto, thank you for the 2. Appreciate you. All right, hold on. There was a membership thing that came in. Let's see. From Mr. Subtle Deviancy. Oh my God, here we go.
Subtle Deviancy FAA5VB celebrates 23 months of membership.
Mama said TJAP Steve got promoted to moderator after walking in on Wisnatic while inspecting the empanade factory bathrooms at the mansion.
I'm fucking dumb, bro. I can't even like what is this shit? It doesn't even like I have a mansion apparently, an empanada factory, a coffee company, a plushie company. What else? Apparently I'm illegal. ICE has come after me. Apparently I'm in love with Leon and Wizard. Cheating on both of them, apparently. Jack Lovecraft says a cake factory. I haven't heard that one yet. Haven't heard a cake factory yet. I'm sure the chat's gonna open up that business at some point. Have a plushie company. Yeah, I don't know. I'm losing body pillows. All these companies, man. This is insane. Puerto Rican drug lord, apparently, according to Glomide Prince, I suppose. Landscaping company. Action figures coming soon. Hypnotic lotion for sale next? No. No, not at all. I refuse. What is this now? Oh, no.
5.5 decades today. Survived another solar rotation. What do you call shoe made from bananas? A slipper.
Oh, my God. Happy birthday to Ron DFK. That's a hell of a way to say it's his birthday. Everybody give cake emojis. I'm gonna make a happy birthday emoji. I keep forgetting to do it. I'm gonna make a happy birthday emoji. But in the meantime, everybody give cake emojis to Ron DFK. Thank you for the 5, my man. I appreciate that. And guys, show some love to the people who super chat on a daily basis. These guys are amazing. They carry the show. They help support the show. They go above and beyond. That's why we have all these emojis to highlight them. You got a $2, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 emoji. Literally an emoji for everything. But I'm working on it. Thwarted Geek says it's his birthday too. Let's go, Thwarted Geek. Cake emojis for Thwarted Geek. Appreciate it, man. Happy birthday to Ron DFK. Thank you again for the 5. You guys are awesome, man. I appreciate that. All right, man. Let's go over gifted games. And then we get into the content, man. We got a lot we got to talk about. Look at this. I think this came in yesterday. Pretty sure. I just didn't get to it, unfortunately, because the show had ended and I didn't realize it. No Hearts Left, the legend. I don't know if you're in the chat, brother, but he says, sorry for not clarifying about DOA 6 last round. It's not just the overpriced DLC. If the original game has been delisted, you have to buy the game and the DLC again. Now, that's crazy. Now, that is definitely crazy. That is definitely story-worthy. I did not know that. They tend to do that, though. They tend to delist the older games whenever they try to sell like a remastered version or whatever. They did it with Final Fantasy VII also, when they released this updated Final Fantasy VII version of the original, and they delisted the older one. However, they gave you the older one. They give you the older one when you buy it.
Immediately, we found a wizard without his robes and a guy with a black and red hoodie inside the escape pod
Embracing. Is that the way we're saying it now? Green Lotus says how to send Hypnotic a game. You have to add me on Steam. You have to add me on Steam, and then you can just gift the game that way. And then I just go over it every stream. So I appreciate it. Mods, if you can drop, if there's any mods, if you could drop my code in the chat, that'd be great. If not, I'll do it later. But thank you. I appreciate that. Subtle Deviancy for the $4.99. Embracing, though, is definitely a word. Definitely a word. I guess that's what we're calling it now. No Hearts Left. I appreciate you letting me know about that. That's pretty insane. So you don't get the old one, I guess, when you buy the new one, because a lot of the times when they delist the original game, they usually give you the original game when you buy. You know, Larian Studios did that with Divinity. So, just curious, but, you know, you can let me know, I guess. But I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. He gifted Fear Effect Sedna Collector's Edition, a thrilling action and stealth gameplay enhanced by the Fear system. An exciting story and ultra-stylist cutscenes. Harness your team's dynamic abilities to tackle enemies and puzzles like never before. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to No Hearts Left. What a fucking legend, dude. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Scrammer. Have fun training Sailor Hypno? Gifted hentai magical girl? What the fuck is this, bro? What are we doing? What kind of training? What kind of training do you want me to do here? What kind of training do you be doing? Why is this considered You know what? I don't even know.
Is polynautic canonical and accurate lore now?
No, it's not. Polynautic? There's way too many things attached to the nautic. It's insane. It's insane, bro. It's insane. Holy shit, Scrammer, you're insane, man. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Angmar says this game suits you to hack and slash. Slain back from hell. A heavy metal inspired arcade combat with puzzle elements and gore galore. Stunning visuals and true old school gameplay accompanied by the most metal soundtrack you've ever heard. Actually kind of does sound like something I would play for sure, man. Angmar always gifts like some of the most addictive fucking video games, dude. I swear, I'm always scared anytime he gifts a game because I'm like, shit. If I play the game, chances are I'm going to get super addicted to it. I'm going to have to want to perfect the achievements and all that stuff. It's insane, man. Shout out to Angmar. I appreciate that. Very nice gift. I will definitely check this out. Absolute W, as always. Appreciate you, bro. Hold on. I think one more came in. Demon Carol says, for my favorite Cuban. I'm not even Cuban. Oh no, it's Alex. That's your boy. That's your boy, Alex. This is a Cuban. What are we doing? And then he gifted a game about mowing your lawn. The racism is off the charts. You love to see it. The gifts they keep on giving? Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Demon Carol, thank you for gifting a game about mowing your lawn. I appreciate that. A simplistic game about mowing your lawn. Harvest, grass, sell clippings, upgrade your gear, and experience the beauty and detail. I'm sure I will definitely play this at some point. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. It's always been my dream to own a lawn mowing business. It's been my dream. Thank you for making me realize that. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Now Hypno can outmow Soldier 76 in lawns. I guess I can. Thank you, Deadeye's Lock. Appreciate the $1. All right, boys. Listen, we are caught up on everything. Thank you guys so much, you crazy bastards. I'm pretty sure I have no counting mods today, so I'm going to have to go through the supers at some point just to kind of keep track and see if we are at tier 1 or not. I think, or even tier 2 for that matter. I think we're pretty close to tier 1, pretty sure, considering all the memberships earlier, but I'll go through it later. It's not a big deal. All right, boys, you ready to get into the content, man? I'm ready to get into the content. You ready for this, boys? I was born ready. All right, first and foremost, we're going to check out a video game. We're going to check out a video game, ladies and gentlemen. So, you guys know that the sequel to Control is coming out, okay? There's a sequel to Control coming out. Let me, hold on. So, the game is called Control Resonant, all right? And Control Resident looks completely different than the initial Control did, at least from a gameplay perspective. And there is now a 13-minute gameplay trailer that is completely new. Okay, never seen this. Haven't even touched it. I was like, I'm gonna wait until the stream, and we're gonna check it out together. Now, looking at the previous gameplay showcases that they've had, it looked extremely different to the point where it was like, is this even the same universe? And so I'm hoping that there's a little bit more explanation to that in this showcase. So we're just going to go through it. We're going to check it out and see. But it's very melee combat focused. It's not like the original Control, where you had like your telekinetic powers, you had a lot of gun gameplay, things like that. Like this was definitely melee focused with her brother. So let's check it out and let's see what they got going on. This is Control Resident exclusive Metro Fault mission gameplay. So this is from one particular mission in the game. Here we go.
Control 1 wasn't my cup of tea, not gonna lie.
I like Control 1. It definitely is a little bit weird. But then again, to be fair, a lot of Remedy video games are weird. You know? It's one of those things where it's a hit or miss for you. You're not really going to find many people who are in between when it comes to a Remedy game. Either they really love it or they really hate it. It's kind of how their games go, right? But let's continue. Let's check it out. I personally liked it, though.
Feel it every day now.
No, Sanguine, I get the lore reasonings as to why things are different. I'm just telling you, as someone who played the original, it just feels so different to the point where it's like, if this didn't have the Control name to it, I almost wouldn't even believe that it was tied to it. But at least, like, it seems like this is kind of like a hollow. Like, check this out. Jesse's actually speaking. An itch on my brain. Watch this. Look.
Brain don't know what it is. It's not good.
Hey, you're not heading into the evac zone subway, are you?
Yes.
Just an FYI, it seems like this is being played on a PlayStation. You know, you can't really see it here, but at the top left, it says open quest log, and it's the PlayStation middle pad thing, sensor thing that they have. So, seems like it's being played on a PlayStation.
Just watch your step.
I really hope this game is good, man.
All right. We've been monitoring 911 calls.
But
There's
Remedy,
a pretty disturbing one from around there.
Remedy has been fucking up a lot
since
lately.
you asked.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? I'm in the subway. I think there's a train. It's following me. I need help. Someone needs to lure it away. God, it's coming!
You think it looks like Max Payne? I don't think it looks like Max Payne.
Before the screaming stopped.
Fuck.
Like I said, watch your step.
All right, that was cool. What was that? Whoa! What the fuck? Oh, that's gonna fuck with my head, dude. What the fuck was that? Yo! Watch it. Why does every single... Bro, I swear to God, man, and I get it, this is very Control. So, like, it's fine. But every single Remedy game has to fuck with your head. Why is that? Every single fucking Remedy game's gotta fuck with your head. It's always gotta be a mind fuck. Every single one. All right, we got some combat. Here we go. Oh, that was cool. Bro, this feels so weird, dude. That's insane. The sound effects are really good. Like, the sound design is really good. But Remedy does a good job with sound design. Music, sound design normally is pretty top tier. Oh, shit. What the... Holy shit. Bro, this is insane. I don't like one thing about the hammer, I don't like the way the hammer gets summoned. It seems like it glitches in the air. It's kind of a little weird, but everything else seems really smooth. Yeah, you see the way that hammer just like, it's almost like you glitch out in the air, like, it's too heavy, you know? But otherwise, I mean, this shit, like, the combat looks really good. I just, it's so weird because, again, I'm looking at this like, this isn't Control necessarily. I mean, it has elements of it, but I don't know. I've always said from the jump, the moment I saw this game, I'm like a melee-focused Control, just, I guess it sounds cool. It just all comes down to how it plays. Looks like it plays pretty well. Huh.
It's like there's an earthquake coming.
Bro, Remedy fucking loves their like holographic cutscenes, dude. They'll always throw up in your face like a holographic view of a cutscene of somebody talking or people talking or whatever. They always do that shit. It's typical Remedy.
That wasn't the earthquake. It was a paperclip falling off the desk. The real earthquake is coming.
This shit is trippy, dude. That is so trippy, dude. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like this game has to hit hard, dude. It has to slap because they had two real bad fuck ups and two real bad failures back to back to back. This game has to hit. It has to hit, dude. If it doesn't hit, Remedy probably is cooked. I mean, Remedy has a lot of private investors and backers because of Sam Lake and whatnot, and his connections, especially with some really high up billionaire people. But realistically, it has to hit, man. FBC Firebreak, they lost so much money on FBC Firebreak. They lost an ungodly amount of money. And that was also tied to the Control universe. So that amount of money they lost. And then obviously Alan Wake 2, it took forever for them to make their money back on Alan Wake 2 because it was Epic exclusive. I don't think this one's going to be Epic exclusive. I'm pretty sure it's not. I think they're done with that. I think they realized that was a mistake. Which would be interesting if they ever come out with another Alan Wake and decide to make it multi-platform. Because then you'll have Alan Wake 2 being exclusive, but then Alan Wake 3 being multi-platform. It's kind of weird, right? So, I don't know. When does this come out? I think it's this year. Yeah, I don't like the hammer. Everything else seems good so far. That was cool. Jacob says co-produced and financed by Annapurna. Well, that's why I said there are Remedy has immense ties to multi-billionaires. They're bailing out all their mistakes. This is why FBC Firebreak, even though they lost a lot of money on FBC Firebreak, they're still moving on and making this game, because this company is realistically always going to have the backing of Annapurna, because you know Miss Ellison, super billionaire rich girl, she loves this studio. She loves this studio. She's obsessed with this studio. She's obsessed with the people that work in this studio. So they have those ties together. So she's always going to bail them out, even if they fuck up, you know?
I'll be fine.
That's very Control.
I have to make a choice between bad and worse.
Well, there goes any hope for the story. I hope the story is good. Remedy used to make amazing stories, dude, and they always presented it in some of the best ways. But their last couple of endeavors have not been good. They have not been good. But again, with Remedy games, it's either you love them or you hate them. There's usually no in-between with these games. It's just the way they're presented. There's no in-betweens.
Jesse.
Something is coming, Dylan. I'm trying to stop it.
Is it me, or are the graphics not that great?
I have to do it alone. It's not safe.
I thought you woke me up to help.
I woke you up so you could run. No, you need to go back, Dylan.
Did they change Jesse?
I can't tell.
I don't remember her looking like that.
I'm with you.
I can work with this.
I'm pretty sure her face did not look like that.
The cracks are coming. We're running out of time.
I'm not gonna judge the graphics too much because they're playing on a PlayStation, to be fair, so.
Don't forget. I can't forget.
Forget what? Jesse?
Did they make Jesse look ugly? I don't know. I feel like her face looks very different. But again, it could just be the graphics the way they are right now, but I don't think that's the case. I think they might have changed it. Control was good for benchmarking. It was. It had some crazy physics. Maybe it takes place in the future. Maybe she got older. I don't know.
How is this happening?
Nah, bro.
With me.
She looks different.
Sealing the door with me. This can't happen again. You need to stay away. This place, it...
Am I bugging? I'm gonna go back and play the original game again.
What's that saying? You can't unscramble an egg.
Jesse! I'll find you again.
I haven't played Control in forever. I'm gonna go back and play the original.
You know something about my connection to Jessie, don't you? How do I get it back? How can I find her again? Did you hear me?
Well, this game's already a fucking trip, and we're only watching one mission, dude. This game is fucking insane. What are we doing? Oh, that's the skill trees. She got hit by the Aloy stick. That's how it looks. This is a really cool segment. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like this. The first game had shit graphics as well. Not on PC, it didn't. On PC, it looked really sick, I remember. I really don't like the hammer, dude. Oh, he's getting fucked up. You're about to die, bro. I liked everything else but the hammer. You wonder if they're making a gameplay like this to say people don't like this kind of gameplay anymore? I like it. Oh my god. That's crazy. Wow. Hypno, you're gonna die in the first 5 minutes? That's disrespectful. At least 10. The park. And I guess that's it, boys. Yeah, so... All right. I mean, again, the gameplay looked pretty solid for the most part. It's very typical Remedy, where it's just gonna be non-stop glitches, not in the bad way, but like visual glitches and, you know, fucking weird like chanting, like this stuff. It's gonna be all over the place. But the gameplay looked pretty solid for the most part. I don't know what I'm gonna go back to the original game. It's been a long time. Because this just doesn't look... I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, bro. I feel like it's been pretty drastically changed, but maybe I'm just a fucking chud and I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold on one second, because I don't remember, man. Control. Let's see. Jesse. Control Jesse. Oh, come on, bro. All right, no, that's the animated version. All right, let's see. All right, this was in the game. This is in the game. Okay, so in-game screenshot. Okay. Let's see. And then we're going to go back. It's got to be the hair, I guess. The nose is kind of big. Let me see. And then go back and go back to here. I don't know. I guess it's the hair. Maybe. I guess the longer hair was hiding the forehead, I suppose, and in the other one, the nose is still big. The nose is still big. I don't know. I feel like it's... Dude, this is tough. This is tough. Did they change it or did they not? I don't know. Maybe. She has the vampire hair from Bloodlines 2. Does not look like the same person. Looks like a dude. I don't know, man. Let me go back. Let me go back to the one. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's go back. Let's go back. Nah, they definitely like... You know what I think it is? I think her head is longer. I think her head is longer in this one. Her head is longer. She's got like a thinner neck. I have another photo here like this. Got this one. This is in lighting. Her neck is thinner, I guess. I don't know. This is a tough call. Because if you look at her hair is longer, covering her big ass forehead. So since they put her hair back, now you see her big ass forehead. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to like be fair here and look at this, and I'm like, I don't know. The nose is definitely the same though. Let me go back. The nose is definitely the same. Yeah, it's the hairstyle, dude. Oh, you know what? It's not just the hairstyle, bro. Look at the neck. The neck is super wide now. It's going past the jawline now. I'm telling you, the neck is definitely thinner in the other one. I think that's mainly what's going on here, too. The neck is wider, which means they probably made her upper body wider, which I'm sure they did. Because she's looking a little tanky. She's looking a little tanky here. Oh, yeah. Like, she got no curves, bro. This girl is built like a torta. Bro, she's a walking no hips. No nothing, no waistlines, no nothing, just a pure slab of meat. You know? She's a pure slab of meat. Hold on, let me see. Let me go back. All right, so you see that. Now let me find a body picture of the original. Cause I'm bugging on this, dude. I'm like, wait a second, this something just looks weird. You know? Oh, bro, look. Yeah, dude. Oh man, this is not like in game. This is not in game, but look at this. Bro, she got curves here, man. She got curves. You can clearly see thin waist. You know, thin waist, a little butt, nothing crazy. She wasn't like supermodel or anything. More angular face. Nah, let me get some. Let me get something. Hold on. Let me get something from like their artwork. Because this is like a wallpaper. Let me get something they made. Hold on. Give me something they actually made. Control key art. I think this is their art. So this is their cover art, I think, right? This is their cover art, pretty sure. Yeah, even here. Even here, she's pretty small waist. Again, she was never stacked or anything. But like pretty small waist, thinner face. You know, what the fuck happened, bro? What happened? Okay, I'm definitely not going crazy at this point. I'm definitely not going crazy at this point, bro. They stacked her. They made her like, I don't know, bro. She has like, there's literally no curves to it. She's just a fucking rectangle. She's a rectangle now. That's what they did. Again, I'm not saying she has to be a supermodel, obviously, but holy shit, brother. She's like, she wasn't even that curved in the original. She wasn't even that curved in the original. Now she's just a fucking rectangle, dude. That's not actually her. That's marketing promo enhancements. Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's see if we can find. Let's satisfy Sanguine's curiosity. Let's see if we can find something in game. Let's see. Control Jessie in game. Let's see. Control Jessie in game. All right. Is this the model? This is the model. This is the model for her. Okay. This is the model for her in the original game. Let's see. Nah, bro. Like, again, you could argue the forehead for sure because of the hair. I'll give you that. But she's definitely more slimmed out in this one. Even has like a gap and everything, bro. Now, granted, she's T-posing, but still. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, she was never a bombshell. I'm not expecting her to be a bombshell. But I just can't shake the feeling that they totally fucked with her. In some way, shape, or form. Either that or she got older. You could also explain that she got older. Probably. They got to her, says Green Lotus. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Look up gameplay photos. I mean, this is literally the in-game model. 7 years passed between 1 and resident events. Okay, so 7 years passed. Okay, that makes sense. So maybe in the 7 years, she became a torta. Probably. She became a walking... Oh, man. Maybe she became a walking rectangle. And she boxed out. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the fucking curves went away. They made her look like Larry Ellison's daughter in the face. I mean, not. I feel like it's the same face, similar face anyway. Maybe a little widening of the jaw a little bit. The nose is the same. The eyes are the same. The forehead seems huge no matter what. You know. I don't know. She just probably got older. Probably gained weight. Who knows? I don't know. Taquito the torta. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, bro. Damn. All right. Well, anyway. I guess that's basically it. So just talking about the game itself, the game looked pretty cool. The brother seems like he's got cool abilities, but again, realistically, I'm more concerned about the story and where they end up going with it. I think the gameplay would definitely be good, definitely be fire. It's amazing. I think this is definitely the right direction gameplay wise, but story wise, I don't know about that. But I guess we'll figure it out. We'll see from there. So. All right, that's basically it for Control Resonant. I would definitely wait on this one, guys, if I were you. Probably check out some reviews. Even if you want to look at mine, you could look at other people's reviews or something. I think I would... Honestly, I'll put it to you like this. I feel like modern-day Remedy has not earned the benefit of the doubt. So I would honestly say that this is probably for the best if you wait on that one. Is the first one worth playing? I really enjoyed the first Control. But the thing is, like, the thing about the first Control is that it has the same criticisms that the other Remedy video games have, which is usually the story is like super fucking try hard, you know, theater kid, convoluted, craziness, trippy, you know, and for the original Alan Wake, it definitely worked out, but with Control, it was real trippy. But again, this is why I say with Remedy games, it's either you're going to love them or you're going to hate them. There really is no in-between with those kind of games. There's no in-between. So that's basically it. Dante Sword says Alan Wake 2 was peak. I don't care what anyone else says. I mean, that's fair. That's fair for me. I just didn't like the idea that you spend half of an Alan Wake game not playing as Alan Wake. I think that was pretty fucking gay. I think that if Alan Wake 2 took those initial half chapters and made it about Alan Wake, somehow, some way, I think it would have been very enjoyable. But in terms of gameplay, there was nothing wrong with the gameplay. The graphics were incredible. Alan Wake 2's graphics are incredible. I will never take that away from that game. But the gameplay was pretty solid for the most part. But you're playing as Saga, which I can't stand. Even if it was a white chick, I don't care. Like if I'm playing Alan Wake, I want to play as Alan Wake. That's what I'm saying. That's what it's always been. Just like with God of War. Like if I'm playing God of War, I want to play as Kratos. I don't give a fuck about his wife. I don't give a shit, right? But again, there was good parts about Alan Wake 2. There was a lot of bad parts about Alan Wake 2, and that was definitely one of them for me. So, all right, let's go. We got supers to catch up on. I think I just saw a Red Boy Hyperbanger. Holy shit, boys. That's crazy. 2-in-1 stream. What are we doing? What are we doing? Is that even real? Is that even real? Let's resume the queue. Here we go. Let's see what we got.
I'm so old I remember when Hypno was heterosexual.
Why did I do that?
I'm getting prototype vibes from this.
Thank you, Subtle Demon Sea, for 189.
Personal
prototype, not
shake
quite.
Provider
Not quite.
T-shirts, $29.99.
Thank you for the 20, Ravixie. Subtle Demon Sea, that's a lie.
I'm tired.
That's a lie. Thank you for the 189. We're all tired, Ravixie.
Bebop Neko celebrates
Thank you, brother.
9 months of membership. You should check out the trailer for Ill, if you haven't already.
I did. I love it.
It's creepy AF.
I love it.
Showcase, please.
I already did.
Curious to your reaction.
I already did a long time ago. I'm super
Rouges
excited for Ill.
celebrates 19 months of membership.
Thank you, Bebop.
Can you give a preamble of the game? And on the way to 20.
Bro, Mr. Rouge, holy shit. Yeah, you're about to hit 20 months. That's amazing. As a Bigot Army general, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Appreciate that, man. Can I give a preamble of the game? I mean, what, this game? You're basically playing as Jesse's brother. You spent the first game looking for her brother. She frees her brother. And then this second game is about whatever they're going to do with her brother. But apparently it's many years in between. So, but he's more melee focused, where she was more like telekinetic gun focused. So, I don't know. It's going to be curious to see how this goes. But I do hope it's good. I really do. I would love Remedy to make a return to form. We all know the chances of that happening is probably extremely slim. But ultimately, I do hope for the best and expect the worst. That's kind of how it goes, you know? It is what it is. But Mr. Rouge, thank you, brother, for 19 months. That is amazing. I appreciate that. And again, Bebop, yeah, I checked out the Ill trailer. That game looks insane, bro. But unfortunately, the problem with Ill is that it looks so good that and listen, I was wrong with Crimson Desert. I'll admit that. I'm so happy to be wrong with Crimson Desert. I love being wrong because it's either I'm right and I get to troll you for content, or I'm wrong and I get a good video game. So I don't give a fuck at the end of the day. But when it comes to Ill, looking at the trailers, it just seems so good. Too good. Too detailed. Like it seems scaringly too good to be true. So I hope that that's not the case, because I really like that game. Like that game, Ill, looks crazy. And I really hope that it delivers on what it seems like it's trying to deliver on. You know what I mean? Because it just looks amazing. Like the little bit, they didn't really show gameplay too much, but like the little bit that they did, even like the way that the skin disintegrates, like the way that it falls off the body, like it's crazy. Like the monsters, everything. It's just it looks honestly crazy. So I hope that it delivers, you know? But thank you, Bebop. Appreciate you. And Mr. Rouge, thank you for 19 motherfucking months, you crazy bastard. Appreciate that, my man. Shout out to Mr. Rouge, bro. I gotta redo your emoji. I redid the King Demon Wings emoji. I gotta redo yours. All right, let's keep it going, man. Just keep it going.
Probably my last super for a while, but I really appreciate the content you make and want to support the channel. No matter how scummy and greedy these corporations get, remember, doom is eternal.
Fallen Order. First off, never apologize for not being able to super. Second off, this man just dropped the second Red Boy of the Evening Boys. That is a 99.99 Red Boy Hyperbanger, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a member, spam the 100 Red Boy emojis. Use them. Let's go.
We have ourselves a Red Boy Hyperbanger!
Shout out to Fallen Order. I appreciate that, my man. He says, Doom is eternal. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Let me know what clip you want. I'll play you a clip. What do you want, a banana? You want some goblin girls? What do you want, man? Let me know. Shout out to Fallen Order. Appreciate you, my man. That means a lot to me. I'm pretty sure we're at tier 1 at this point. Again, I don't have any counting mods right now, so I would have to look, but I'm pretty sure we are. So thank you guys so much for the insane support today. That has been it's been wild, man. I appreciate that. Prater Mine says, please, no banana. You sure? All right, let's keep going, man. Let's keep going.
Have you played Hell Is Us yet?
No.
Amazing graphics / atmosphere, decent combat.
I want to.
10/10 puzzles and exploration. Great value via Game Pass.
I want to, man. I want to. It is it always looked very good, and I heard nothing but good things about the game, and it's in the backlog. Like I want to make it happen. I want to make it happen. But I appreciate that. Thank you, Spirit World, for the 5. Fallen Order says he wants Doom music. Oh, shit. You want the Doom music, bro? I didn't know that. I don't have a clip for it, but I'll give it to you. It's all good. Shout out to Fallen Order. Always a legend. I appreciate that, my man. You said pause. I didn't say anything gay. I didn't say anything gay, man. Nothing gay about that. Because I said I'll give it to you.
Alien Isolation 2's trailer may drop soon too.
Will it?
Just remember you can gift hypno-racist games like Lawn Mowing Simulator 2. Oh wait, that isn't out yet.
Gee, I wonder why Demon Carol is informing everybody that you can drop racist video games. Perhaps it's because he also dropped racist video games? Of course! We need Doom waifus? We do. I didn't realize that was going to be a request. We need Doom waifus. We need a lot. I'm working on a lot of stuff, man. Demon Carol, thank you for the 5. Appreciate that, man. Checking over on Rumble. Let me make sure we're good over there. We got Abhorrent Soul gifting a membership on Rumble. Look at that. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Abhorrent Soul. Torinol with a 2. I remember when a game character having a male body and a female voice was an asset error. Today, it's a choice made by devs with full malice. Damn. Fucking based, bro. Holy shit. Accurate as fuck, unfortunately. All right, guys. We're good in that aspect. Okay, we got to check that out. Now, let's talk about some other stuff, man. Let's talk about some other stuff, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to go over still. Let's cover the Take-Two story. We'll do Take-Two, then Marvel Tokon, and then EA. If we have time, which I'm sure we will. There's no waifu battle today, so I'm sure we will. Doing a job isn't racist. You sure about that? Did I sub to Netflix? No, what the fuck? I already told you guys I'm not reacting to that trailer until it goes on YouTube. And then we can react to it. Not gonna pay fucking early access for that shit. You're insane. All right, boys, let's go. Let me pause TTS. Where are we at? Let's talk about this, man. There's so much to this story. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. But we're gonna start off with the supposed commercial streaming nonsense. Let's talk about this. All right, boys, we got to talk about Rockstar. Yeah, you thought I was going to say PlayStation, didn't you? But don't worry, they're pretty close to this. Guys, we got to talk about Rockstar because Rockstar, I feel like, is out here right now. The CEO, Strauss Zelnick, is out here trying his best to run damage control for PlayStation and Sony by essentially putting his own company and himself out there into the fire and saying unbelievably egregious stuff in the hopes to maybe take some steam off of, PlayStation's back. But the CEO, Strauss Zelnick, in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the things that he said, one of which is that he believes, and again, the reason why this is important is because this is a guy that is currently ushering in the death of physical media on the PlayStation platform. Let's be real. PlayStation was waiting for GTA to do something like this. This was pre-planned for years, probably ahead of time. But in any case, he believes that the gaming industry is going to be entering a commercial streaming mode within the next 3 years. Oh, the timing is impeccable. So 3 years, right? That means 2029. What comes out in 2028? Most likely the PlayStation 6. What's going on in the PlayStation 6? You know, the all-digital future that they want for the PS6. Guys, the ultimate goal that these people have, and we're going to go over a lot of things that he's saying. This is just one of them. The ultimate goal that these guys have is that they want to create a universe where you don't buy anything, right? You don't buy anything. They don't want you to own anything. They want to just sell you a service. Realistically, they want to just sell you a streaming service. They've been talking about cloud gaming for I don't know how many years now. This is like some ultimate dystopian shit they've been trying to aim for the longest time. And as technology slowly but surely creeps up better and better and better, they're trying to creep themselves closer and closer to the end goal of you will own nothing and you will be happy, right? This is basically something that they believe in and that they advocate for. And it's not just Rockstar. It's not just PlayStation. It's a lot of the Western gaming industry that is advocating for this. He says improvements in cloud tech and the rising cost of gaming hardware could push more people towards streaming games instead of running them on their own consoles or PCs. Gee, it's almost as if like all this inflated pricing on the hardware is done purposefully. It's almost as if this is the goal at the end of the day to begin with. Again, you could say it's conspiratorial, but at this point, it seems like conspiracies are just about 6 months to about a year away from being proven to be true. 9 times out of 10. He also believes this could massively expand the potential gaming audience, with Take-Two estimating its reach could grow by as much as 10 times with cloud gaming. Another major step towards a future where you don't really own the games that you buy. Okay, now that's just one aspect of this story. There's another aspect of this story because if you guys are not aware, Rockstar has been getting hit pretty hard with a lot of employment allegations. Essentially, they're not exactly treating their employees very well. They're suffering lawsuits, a lot of protests and whatnot, and this has been happening all while GTA 6 is getting ready to release. Take-Two boss not in the least concerned with bad press around Rockstar's employment tribunal and how it will affect the GTA 6 launch. We are very proud of our labor relations. Yeah, this guy doesn't give a shit. Listen, ultimately, if you're the CEO of Take-Two and you are in charge of GTA, Rockstar, and all that stuff, you think this guy cares about how they treat their employees? I mean, it's been proven multiple times over that Grand Theft Auto developers are pretty much almost constantly under crunch, especially now more than ever. And you'd be shocked to hear that considering how long it took them to come out with this game. And that's ultimately because they probably waited until the last second until they couldn't milk GTA 5 online enough. And now they're at the point where they're getting ready to, release their next money bags. Let's go over here. Now, there's another thing that he ends up saying, which is Take-Two CEO on the future of physical versus digital media and gaming. The discs don't make sense to the consumer. Digital is more convenient. Our sales are 90% digital. So, what does that tell you, boys? Okay, this is 90% digital. They're literally making the decision for you. The disc doesn't make sense to the consumer. To who? To who does it not make sense to? Do you guys hear about that new Evercade console that came out? They released, I should have had it open as a tab, but I don't. But you can look this up for yourselves. Evercade is a company that releases physical media, right? They release like retro gaming consoles and whatnot. They have a handheld, and they release cartridges specifically made for that handheld and stuff like that. It's really interesting stuff. They ended up releasing a pre-order for a Doom version of that handheld. They were releasing a Doom version of that particular handheld. I think they had to like 3,000 units, 4,000 units, something like that. It sold out within a few minutes. For supposedly there being no interest in physical media whatsoever, and that it doesn't make sense to the consumer, that physical handheld that plays only physical cartridges sold out within a couple of minutes. It's unbelievable. These people really want you to believe that you are a small minority, and they'll do whatever they can to misrepresent the numbers. They'll do whatever they can to try to make it seem as if you are so insignificant. But realistically, if you were really as insignificant as you were, they wouldn't have to go through all this work to try to convince everybody how insignificant you are. The fact that they're out here and every single one of these companies are talking about physical versus digital all of a sudden when they didn't before that, and they're all talking about how insignificant the numbers are for physical, and this is why it makes sense to do this is why you should accept it. They're doing it because they know that they have to convince the normies that nobody else should stand with you guys. That's really what it is. They want to convince people, the normal people that are probably in between, they want to convince them that you're the crazy one. That's what they want to do. They want to convince them that you're the crazy one. They do it all the time. So anyway, we're going to talk about more of this in a second. Take-Two says that GTA 6 pre-orders have reached an unprecedented and astonishing level. They're so unprecedented that we just don't know how it'll translate into sales. Now, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? If you have pre-orders, you should know how it's going to translate into sales. Now, that's not to say that some people won't cancel their pre-order, but realistically, you should have an idea of how it's going to translate into sales. This is that vague speak, right? This is the vague speak. And I don't know why Rockstar is doing the vague speak, because I guarantee they got an insane amount of pre-orders. But if you're doing vague speak with a company like Rockstar and a video game like GTA 6, why are you doing that? That's a very weird thing to say. You really don't have to be doing this. But the truth is that they want to be as vague as possible because they never want to put their foot in their mouths. That's really what it is. So apparently, GTA 6 pre-orders are so unprecedented, but nobody knows what that means. They'll never say what that means. They have no idea what that means, right? Everybody's pre-ordering a digital game like apparently it's going to sell out when we all know it's not going to. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick has defended the move away from physical games, saying the company's business is now well over 90% digitally distributed. Our business is well over 90% digital. It's already a digital business. So in certain instances, especially if it's a big game, discs just don't really make sense for the consumer. How does that make sense whatsoever? How? The bigger the game, the more it should make sense for a physical version to exist. What do you mean with big games, it doesn't make sense for the consumer to have a physical version of it? It's the other way around. The smaller a video game, the less likely there's going to be a physical version because they can't afford it. But if you guys are the #1 game on the planet, what the fuck do you mean that you're a big game, if that physical media just doesn't make sense for the consumer buying your game? That makes no sense, brother. Literally 0 sense whatsoever. This is completely talking out of your ass. And again, I don't understand how this is even a thing, but I guess when you're unchallenged, it kind of goes hand in hand, I suppose. They also announced at the same time, by the way, Grand Theft Auto 5 has now sold 230 million copies worldwide up till now. So one of the #1 selling video games. And Take-Two has also reiterated that it predicts that more than $8 billion in net bookings this fiscal year, thanks to GTA 6. So wait a second. So you have the ability to predict your potential net bookings, but you can't predict how the pre-orders are going to translate into sales. How exactly is like, bro, I don't even know, man. At this point, I feel like they're literally talking out of their ass. Now, they do kind of go into the whole Netflix thing. And I got to be honest with you guys, the Netflix thing is just getting weirder and weirder the more I hear about this, right? Take-Two CEO explains why the GTA 6 extended look is exclusive to Netflix for 6 hours. This is part of Rockstar's marketing strategy. All right, so just like the other day, we talked about whether or not it was Rockstar or Netflix that reached out to whoever for this particular deal. It seems like Take-Two is the one that reached out to Netflix to solidify this deal. It's groundbreaking partnership that Rockstar arranged with our friends at Netflix. We're excited for everyone to see an extended look. And of course, 6 hours after the initial launch on Netflix, it'll be available on Rockstar's YouTube channel and many other outlets. So here's the thing. I see a lot of shills out there using the 6-hour difference as a means to say that it's not a big deal, that they're paywalling the first 6 hours of this trailer for this highly anticipated video game behind a Netflix subscription. They're trying to say it's not a big deal. It's okay. It's allowed. Just let Rockstar cook, all that stuff, right? I'm not even kidding. I'm going to call bullshit on that because if it's not a big deal, then they wouldn't be doing it. If the 6-hour leeway and the paywalling behind a Netflix subscription was not a big deal for either Netflix or Rockstar, then this deal would not even exist. It is a big deal. They know it's a big deal. They know this is one of the most highly anticipated video games of all time, unfortunately. And they know that they can take advantage of consumers by utilizing the FOMO that is behind this game. They know that. And by utilizing the FOMO of Grand Theft Auto 6, it will set a precedent for other video games to follow that have even a little bit of FOMO behind them. Which we all know that it's not just GTA 6 that experiences this level of FOMO sometimes, although this is a massive level, obviously. So they know that it's important. Because if it wasn't important, then they wouldn't be doing this. But in their mind, they believe that this could push Netflix subscriptions. They believe that this can help Netflix grow more simply by existing on their platform 6 hours earlier. It's to the point where Take-Two is willing to forego potential views on their own YouTube channel because they got paid more money than they're ever going to make on their YouTube channel by Netflix for exclusivity on a trailer. On a trailer. Ball and gun gamers are so pathetic that they can't even last 6 hours. And in their mind, some of the coping that I've heard is that some of the ball and gun gamers have said, well, it doesn't matter because that shit's going to get leaked anyway, you heard? What the fuck does that... In order for it to get leaked, that means that somebody would have to have paid Netflix in order to gain access to it anyway. And if you really think it's going to get leaked immediately, probably. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. That's the biggest cope that I've ever heard. You heard? I've never heard of that level of cope in my life. But anyway, so that's what they're saying out there. And realistically, like I said yesterday, what this entire thing is streamer bait. All of this is streamer bait. They're trying to bait streamers into reacting to it, but it is in my belief that you will get copyright struck into purgatory if you react to this live. I already saw some accounts that have no official connection whatsoever to Rockstar or Netflix. They're out there on social media trying to claim that you can react to this no problem. I haven't heard from any official source that's the case, but if that is the case, then I guess that's what it's for. It's for streamer baiting, which is going to work. It absolutely is going to work because these content creators out here, they got to be the first ones. They got to be like, oh my God, I got to be the first one to react to GTA 6. I'm going to pay Netflix so I can be the first one to react to GTA. This shit is so gay, bro. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so with all that being said, this is the best part of this entire segment, okay? This man has said that pricing has not kept pace with inflation. Take-Two boss, Strauss Zelnick, insists that Rockstar got GTA 6 Standard and Ultimate Edition price points correct. It's very much case by case. Now, this man is out here trying to tell you that video games should cost more because they haven't kept up with inflation. Well, my guy, you know what else hasn't kept up with inflation? Most people's wages. So I think it's pretty fair that people are going to try to save money any way they possibly can, especially when it comes to their entertainment. Wages haven't kept up with inflation, so why the fuck would I care if video games haven't kept up with inflation? And it's because this is the prime example of a multi-billion-dollar CEO that is completely disconnected from the average Joe. They don't really care about, you or anybody else out there that's not a multi-billionaire. They don't care. The standard edition of GTA 6 costs $80, which represents a $10 increase on the established price of a AAA console game. That hike raised more than a few eyebrows when Rockstar launched GTA 6 pre-orders in June. So what's the thinking behind it? The standard edition of GTA 6 includes the base single-player experience, but the Ultimate Edition includes exclusive content. Yeah, it's so exclusive, they took it out the original game. Of course. Such as mission and shops. The rights and the wrongs of charging $20 extra for this content is already being heavily discussed by GTA 6 fans, and a debate made all the more vociferous by Rockstar's decision to not include a disc in the physical version. And I like how they're saying it's Rockstar's decision, but we all know it's a combination between them and other gaming studios and also PlayStation. Like everybody, they're all getting together doing the same thing. In a new interview with IGN, Strauss Zelnick, boss of Rockstar parent company Take-Two, said the GTA 6 price was all about value. Yeah, it's value, guys. It's all about value. Clearly, it's all about value. We aim always to deliver vastly more value than what we charge. And we think the price point allows us to do just that. And then, of course, we have a premium opportunity for people who want to avail themselves of that. And even that one, again, we think is priced in a way to deliver much more value than what we're charging. Zelnick added that just because GTA 6 is $80, other games from Take-Two publishing labels won't necessarily follow suit. Yeah, okay. Exit out. You know what's funny? They always speak this value bullshit. It's always, it's value. You realize that Xbox said the same thing. You realize Nintendo said the same thing. Nintendo literally said the same thing. They're like, we're going to judge every game by a case-by-case basis. So some of them are going to be $80 and some of them are going to be $70. You know what they did with the $70 games? Most of these $70 games have day one DLC that costs $30. So even though it's a $70 game, realistically, it's a $100 game that they know most people are going to go for. Most people are going to pay for that, $30 day one DLC. And now they got $100 for the same game. That's what they ended up doing. What do you think Take-Two is going to do? You think Take-Two, a company that's behind some of the most egregiously monetized video games of all time, is going to suddenly have a heart and be like, yeah, we're not going to follow suit with $80 for GTA 6? Come on, bro. Are we serious right now? We know that's not true. We all know it's not true. And this level of gaslighting is honestly just crazy. But anyway, that's not to say that GTA 6 is not going to have an insane amount of content. All right. GTA as a whole is one of the biggest open world video games that exist, right? Especially once you start getting into like modding territory and stuff like that. But I mean, it's not even out on PC yet, so who gives a fuck? But realistically, like there is a lot of content. Of course, there is a lot of content that is involved in those games. But there's been other studios that have had video games that gave massive levels of content and still charged less than what their competition is charging simply because they knew they were going to be so successful that they could do it. Right? The best example I could probably give you is most likely Hollow Knight Silksong. Hollow Knight Silksong could have charged $30 easily, and it still would have sold 500,000 concurrent players plus. But they chose to charge $20. That was their choice. And they specifically stated they wanted as many people as possible to play the game. So they chose to keep it at that price point because at that price point, they could still make money, still be successful, and be perfectly fine. Palworld did the same exact thing. Palworld chose to not charge more money at 1.0, even though they added so much content that Steam could not even fit it in the patch notes. That was like one of the first times you've ever seen that. Where there's so much content added that they actually couldn't even put it in the Steam patch notes without some weird workaround. It was crazy how much content was added in Power World 1.0, how many changes, how many fixes, right? All of that stuff added in 1.0, and they kept the price the same. When they were already super successful, they could have worked off that hype, and they could have easily charged $10 more, $15 more, whatever. They could easily do it. So I don't want to hear this bullshit about, well, we're offering value. Yeah, I get it. I understand. You got a massive open world. You spent $2 billion on this game, but who chose to do that? You chose to do that. You guys are literally rock stars, right? You guys probably view yourself as actual rock stars. I'm sure you're in there working on the video game, giving out free champagne every day to your fucking employees who have safe rooms and they can work with their laptops in complete silence and don't have to worry about the outside world being too mean to them. I'm sure you have all that. It doesn't change the fact that you could easily choose to charge just a little bit less, knowing that you're going to sell an insane amount of copies, but we all know that's not going to happen. We all know that's not going to happen, right? So anyway, Zelnick added that just because it's $80 doesn't mean they're going to follow suit. It's very much case-by-case basis. Pointing to the $50 price point, 2K went with Mafia of the Old Country. That's because Mafia of the Old Country was a very short video game. It was a very short video game. It released fairly buggy in the beginning as well. And ultimately, it was a pretty basic video game. Like, it really wasn't that much to it. Like, I liked it. I liked Mafia of the Old Country. I didn't love it. I liked it. But there's no way you're going to compare the two. Look at the amount. You know what? I'll do it this way. Look at Mafia of the Old Country and look at Expedition 33. Both of them are $50 retail video games. Which one had way more content? And I'm not even talking about end game grinding or anything like that. Just on a game-to-game basis, which one had more content? Expedition 33 did. So you try to say, oh, well, look at Mafia of the Old Country. It's $50. We did you a favor. You didn't do us a favor. That's what the game should have been charged. Honestly, probably should have been less. But we all know it's not going to be, right? So anyway, earlier today, speaking in an investor-focused Q&A following Take-Two's Q1 2027 financial results, Zelnick insisted video game pricing had not kept up with inflation. I'm so sick of these I'm so sick of these fucking executives, dude. All using this as an excuse as to why they want to be greedy fucks. Just be greedy fucks, bro. We all expect it anyway. I would much rather you be honest about it instead of gaslighting people. Be like, listen, we're actually trying to do you a favor. We're trying to do you a favor by offering a $100 Ultimate Edition that gives you an insane amount of value. We're just doing you a favor. We like you guys. We love you guys. Rich people always say this, bro. I don't know why. They always bring this shit up. All the executives, I can't even... I probably can't even count on two hands how many executives. You got executives from Ubisoft that say the same shit. You got executives from Sony that said the same shit. You got executives from this motherfucking company, Take-Two, saying the same shit. They're all saying the same shit. I guarantee you, your fucking pay went up with inflation. I guarantee you, you're being compensated properly. It's crazy, bro. What are we doing? He says, look, I think that Rockstar got it right in terms of the pricing of this standard. This is the example of somebody who says, we investigated ourselves and we found that we did nothing wrong. It's like, yeah, man, I'm the CEO. Listen, I'm the CEO of Take-Two who's in charge of Rockstar. And realistically, I think we got it right. I think Rockstar got it right. Of course you think you got it right, bro. Of course you think you got it right. What the fuck? Anyway, and I think there is no doubt that consumers are really excited about both. And I think depending on your own ability to pay and how avid a consumer you are, you can choose between them. But the pre-orders have been exceptional, and we're happy with the mix as well. So we got exceptional to unprecedented to whatever the hell other word they used. He added, the truth is that the real cost of a AAA video game is a whole lot lower today than it was 20 years ago. You sure about that? Pricing has not kept pace with inflation, and our goal is to continue to over-deliver for our consumers. Because of how you feel about any experience is the intersection of the experience itself and what you pay for it. So to say that we expect that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be an incredible bargain as experiences go is a gross understatement because Rockstar Games is known for over-delivering. Our goal is to not maximize price, Zelnick continued. So in this case, I think what we decided to do makes a whole lot of sense in the context of what we're delivering. And that's the lens through which we're going to look going forward. Again, guys, they will try to tell you that because they have such a massive open world that you could go around and be a nice little ball and gun gamer with and live this fake life inside of Grand Theft Auto, that somehow, some way, that means that they can completely fuck you in the ass and it's supposed to be perfectly fine because they're not fucking you as hard as they possibly can. That's basically it. They're essentially trying to tell you that even though you said no, you didn't want it, that because they're slow stroking you, that it's okay because they're not completely obliterating your ass. That's essentially what it is. Of course. So in any case, boys, this entire Grand Theft Auto thing, now you can kind of see where the mindset is, right? This is coming from the top, right? So this is coming from the top. This is coming from the CEO, and it trickles all the way down, boys, which means that it's not a shocker when somebody like Strauss Zelnick, that I'm sure has multiple meetings on a daily basis with multiple different executives over at PlayStation, Netflix, all these companies, it's not shocking when they get together and they all come up with the same exact plan, which is how can we fuck people, right? How can we screw people over? And then the funny thing is, they're consistently trying to use two words to try to trap you in their ecosystem that is not the same as being on the PC platform, for example. They're trying to consistently use the words value and convenience. They want to use value and convenience because that's how you get people trapped. If you can convince people that they're getting immense value, and then if you convince people that they're getting so much convenience by not having to go to a store, oh my God, it's awful. Imagine having to go to a store and being excited to physically pick up a video game that you could share an experience with other people who are also excited to pick up the video game. Don't you just want to stay home and be a fucking loser and not have to go out and see anybody experiencing it? You don't want to sit on a midnight release. You don't want to do that stuff. You don't care about that. You just want to sit at home and you want to press a button on the PlayStation Store and you want to download the video game like a good little chud. Don't you want to do that? You don't care about no fun midnight release, none of that stuff. That stuff is a sign of the times. It is boring. It is old. It is gay. Nobody wants that. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people that don't want that. So I want to be very clear. But to be fair, there are a lot of people that do want that stuff, man. Like, dude, when I went to the release for the Gundam GDO 5 anniversary set for the TCG, bro, it was amazing. People online, everybody talking about it, people talking about the upcoming anime. We were having a great time, dude. It was awesome. It was such a great time. You don't get that anymore. You don't get that anymore with gaming, man. And when they had physical media for PC, I was on those lines, buying those games. You know, so if I have the opportunity to do it, I would love to do it. And there's a lot of people that would. The truth is that they're trying to take that away from you. They don't want you to have that experience for the people that do want that experience. And you'll be shocked how many people in the world actually want that experience, which there's a lot, unfortunately. And they know that. So in any case, boys, that's basically it. That's what's going on with GTA right now. And that's a little bit of an explanation behind the whole Netflix thing. And kind of the mindset that they have moving forward. There is no doubts in my mind they're going to triple down at this point. And I've said this many times, and I'll say it every single time. If you're expecting PlayStation or anybody to change their mind on physical media, it's not going to happen. They've had this plan for years. They're finally enacting all of it. And now all we get to do is sit back and watch the fuck shit go down and choose whether or not you want to participate or not. That's realistically what it is. So either you participate or you don't. Hopefully you don't. But there's going to be a lot of people that will. And they're going to find out the hard way when their video games end up disappearing off the face of their accounts for no reason whatsoever. All right, boys. Let's continue. I'm going to go over Supers real quick. And then we're going to go either Marvel Tokon or EA. We'll probably go over Marvel Tokon. I want to make fun of PlayStation a little bit. Let's go over Marvel Tokon. Which is so sad because Marvel Tokon could actually be an amazing game. That's the sad thing about this. Marvel Tokon could actually be an amazing game, but because Sony is involved with it and funded it or partially funded it and has like publishing rights and all that stuff or whatever, because they're involved with it, you literally feel their stink all over it. And it really doesn't have to be that way. But anyway. All right, let's keep going. Resuming TTS. Let's go. What do we got?
I've just played the last free DLC for Quake 30th anniversary.
Oh, nice.
It's leaked.
I installed it.
I can't believe that Xbox can F up so bad when you have a team of geek that can make such a product for free.
Dude, Extra Hall. First off, thank you for the 10. Second off, I installed that. I haven't played it yet. I installed it, though. I'm excited as fuck to try that, man. We actually looked at the trailer for that yesterday. It looked really sick, man. I can't wait to play it. Thanks for reminding me. Appreciate the 10, my brother. And yeah, you're right. You got people that can make that over there, but they're over here firing them. Because of course they are. But thank you for the 10, bro. I appreciate that. Let's keep going. Odin Dark, what do you got, man?
GTA 6 is the ultimate test of owning nothing and being happy.
True. Odin Dark, thank you for the 5. That is absolutely true. I appreciate you, bro.
Darktinav 4799 celebrates 15 months of membership.
Let's go.
I guess it's time to send this message to Sony. Let's prepare for the main event and never come back.
Dark to Nave, thank you for
Value
15
as the
months,
cut
brother. I
content
appreciate
only
that.
edits by that ox emoji, poop
True.
emoji.
True. It's always cut content. Always.
Guessing I'm going to be in minority that has no interest in actually playing GTA 6. Just watching shit show that going on around it.
Beware the llamas with a 50, brother. Holy shit. First off, thank you for that. That's amazing. I appreciate that. Second off, no, you'd be surprised, bro. There's a lot of people in this chat that don't give a fuck about GTA 6. I'm one of them as well. I've already said I don't. If it's not coming out on PC, I don't care. Number one. Number two, I'm too old for this FOMO shit. I don't care about this FOMO shit. I'll leave the FOMO shit for the younger crowd, the ball and gun gamers or whatever. I don't give a shit about that. Never did, never cared. And when it comes to GTA 6, I feel like having lived through all the GTAs, at this point, I'm kind of GTA'd out. I feel like GTA is more so hyped by the younger crowd that probably only know GTA 5. You know what I mean? Or maybe they know like a little bit of GTA 4, but realistically they only know GTA 5, so now they're excited for GTA 6. But for me, I have, like, when it comes to GTA 6, I was never super hyped for it. Because here's the thing, even though GTA 6, even though GTA is a good franchise, I do like the franchise. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't like the franchise. It's never been a franchise that I'm like so into and I gotta play right now. You know, it's never been that way for me. And I know I'm probably in the minority, and that's okay. I'm okay with being in the minority in that regard. I don't give a fuck. But for me, I didn't have the care for it. You know, I liked Red Dead Redemption way better than GTA personally. Like, I would rather want to play Red Dead more than play GTA. But for me, I cared more about other video games way more. I cared more about my RPGs. Like, I was more of an RPG player. I had to play my RPGs, love them, or my dungeon crawlers, my Diablos, or my MMOs. Like, that's what I cared about. You know, I didn't give a fuck about no GTA, bro. I played GTA if I had nothing else to play. Which is so funny because you had other people, like, all they play is GTA. You know? But that's what I personally cared about the most. So, this launch means absolutely nothing to me, bro. And it's crazy because I'm going to be in a world, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I'm going to be in a world where, you know, November's going to come around and every YouTuber, bro, for the most part, almost, is going to be streaming GTA. And I'm going to be the one retard that's not going to be. And I don't give a fuck. And there's going to be people that, because people have already done it. They come in my chat, they're going to be like, what do you mean you're not going to play GTA Day 1? What do you mean what I mean? I'm not playing GTA Day 1, but like, what part of that, what is so hard to understand about that? Oh, but you're going to be missing out. No, I'm not. The fuck? I don't give a shit. I don't care. Oh, what about the views? I don't care. I don't care about the views, bro. Like, if something interesting happens, I can make a video about it. But I don't have to stream the fuck. What do you mean I'm missing out, brother? I'm literally, how many hours I have now? Let me see. I got almost 30 hours in TCG Simulator over the last couple of days. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, dude. I play so many different video games. I don't care. I'm very blessed to have that ability to be able to play so many different video games. The last thing on my mind is GTA 6. Now, if you want to talk about the corporation, that's definitely important to talk about. You want to talk about Rockstar? You want to talk about Take-Two? I'm definitely down for that. But for GTA 6, bro, after a couple of months, the FOMO is going to wear off, and it's just going to be another GTA. After all the clips go around on social media and people cement themselves as a GTA creator, it's, at that point, it is literally done. Unknown 9-second playthrough. Fuck you, man. I'm not playing that shit. Beware the llamas. Thank you for the 50, brother. I appreciate that. That is legendary, dude. You're not alone, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's so many, bro. There's so many video games that I could be playing. So many video games, and I do plan to play them. There's way too many out right now. I'm guys, like, I didn't even realize in my Steam I have how many? Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. But that doesn't count. That's VTube Studio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and then there's 10 more here, 2 more there. So 30, 32. 4 here is 36. 8 there. So that's 42. So I have about 45 video games installed on my computer, brother. That's the most that I've ever had installed at any one given time by a long shot. I'm not even kidding. And that's because there's so much shit that is out right now that I'm trying to go through. It's insane. It's actually insane. You know? And that's just the stuff that's installed. That's not even like the stuff that's not installed. You know? A mixtape stream will slap? No, the fuck it won't. No, it won't. ADHD. It's not ADHD. It's a mixture of video games that are we're like reviewing it on stream. Like for example, you got Halo Campaign Evolved. If that shit's installed because I'm playing it with the Wizard, unfortunately. I also still have Gears 5 installed because I was also playing that with Wizard. I have Tom Clancy's The Division 2 that I play with a friend every like once in a blue moon. So I just keep it installed just because. I have Avatar Legends, the fighting game, because I'm still playing that. Shift at Midnight. I was playing on SNH Plays with Stevie and Sheep. Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. I'm playing that in my free time every now and then to try to like work through it and get the achievements. TCG Simulator already. Dragon Sword Awakening, I'm streaming. Marble Tokon, I started streaming it last night with Leon. Power Washing Simulator 2, I reinstalled because I got to get 10 more achievements to get my perfect back. Lords of the Fallen, I have installed because of Leon. Diablo 4, I have installed so that I can play every now and then. Gears of War Reloaded was installed because of Wizard, and I'm going through the achievements, so I plan to go back. Transformers War for Cybertron, I had installed because we were playing the game. Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined, I play on my Steam Deck. Mecha Chameleon, I keep installed for SNH Plays. Pumpkin Jack, I'm almost done going through the achievements with that. Replaced is installed. Oh, I gotta uninstall Replaced. I finished that game. Oh, there we go. See, it's good to look at this. It's good to look at this because you forget sometimes. All right, no, I finished that game. I got the perfect achievement in that game. I got 30 hours in that game. All right, I just uninstalled that. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Yeah, so I got a bunch of games like installed that I'm going through when I can every now and then. That's basically it, boys. All right, let's thank you again, Beware the Llamas. Appreciate that. Toronto with a 2 FOMO. We're missing out on the games that should have been, and they expect us to be content with moldy crumbs, which are unfit for feeding the birds. Pretty much. Pretty much. FOMO marketing is absolutely a thing, and they rely on it heavily all the time. All the time. DJ Conic with a membership. Appreciate that, my man. Shout out to DJ Conic over on Rumble, holding it down. Thank you, sir. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right, we're caught up. Guys, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's get into, like I said, no waifu battle today, boys. So let's just, let's cover the Marvel Tokon. The Marvel Tokon nonsense, because it's bad, boys. It's real bad. It's actually insanely bad. I don't think we had any more gifted games. Let me double check really quick. You hope they sort out Tokon? Yeah, I don't think they're going to because that implies that they want to admit that it's a mistake when I don't think it is. So, gifted game real quick. Doombanger. Holy shit, it's not a Fuda game. It is not a Fuda game, boys. History has been made.
Can we get Banana Man, please?
Creators freedom, man. You got to convince somebody to drop a Red Boy and summon Banana. That's what's got to happen, man. You got to do it. You got to do it. I appreciate the 2, brother. Thank you so much. Doombanger says, enjoy this nice gift because tomorrow's Saturday, Sailor Hypnotic, the coffee business owner. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Fuck. He gifted Arx Fatalis, which critically acclaimed first-person RPG from Arcane Studios. By the way, guys, there's a lot of crazy sales. You can pick yourself up some interesting video games on Steam right now. They're having like a bunch of publisher sales, so go check it out. It's good stuff, man. Doombanger, thank you, brother. I appreciate that very, very much. I thought I had this already, but I guess I didn't. I guess I did not. Thank you, sir. I look forward to the felting tomorrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's pause TTS and let's go. Guys, we got to talk about PlayStation, namely Marvel Tokon. See, I got you. I caught you there for a second. Comment down below. Let me know. Guys, we got to talk about Marvel Tokon because, well, it's not looking good, right? So Marvel Tokon released on PC, and it is getting completely and utterly destroyed on PC. And the reason why is for literally everything to do with PlayStation. PlayStation is the exact reason why this game is doing as poorly as it is on PC, even though Arc System Works has other video games that have released on PC with Linux support with no problem whatsoever. It is because of PlayStation's involvement that this game is in the gutter that it's in right now. Because this game, I played it, and the game's actually a good game. All right, and we're going to talk about that in a second. I want to be very fair here. The game's actually a good game, although there are some things about it that just blow my mind, and I will never understand why they even remotely thought that that was a good idea, but, you know, it is what it is. So first and foremost, let's talk about the reviews, okay? Marvel Tokon launched to 44% review rating on Steam. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, maybe it's a bunch of reviews from people that are angry about no disc, no buy. But it's not, okay? It's from people that have a couple of gripes with the video game and the way that it is on the PC platform. So in case you guys are unaware, you have to, number one, you have to have a PSN account in order to log in. I made a dummy account in order to be able to log in so that I can review the game for people. But you have to have a PSN account to log in. That's number one, and people are just, they don't like that. Nobody likes that on PC. It's the gayest shit ever. But of course, PlayStation's going to do it because they're going to feel like everybody else does it, so let me do it too. So now you need to have a PSN login to be able to play. That's number one. Number two, their anti-cheat that they utilize for this game has been utilized by other video games that Arc System Works uses, and that specific anti-cheat does have Linux support. It is actually, from what I understand, it's like a 5 to 10 minute easy fix. This is why I believe that PlayStation is purposely not doing it. They do not want this game to be supported on Linux. You cannot play this game on a Linux platform. It is impossible. You can only play it on a Windows platform. And you can only play it, obviously, while their, little DRM or whatever is running in the background, which, by the way, that's another thing. The reason why a lot of people are suffering from a performance aspect is because they have so many processes that open in the background to ensure that PSN network is constantly monitoring everything and trying to keep control over the game, that it's completely destroying people's CPUs. Like, at this point, it's overloading people's CPUs to the point where their performance is being hindered heavily. But the game does not have any native support for Linux whatsoever because of the anti-cheat. The anti-cheat, once it boots up, it will not launch the game on a Linux platform. And so if you have something like a Steam machine, or you have something like a Meta PC that uses Steam OS, basically anything with like a Steam OS, or just a general Linux platform, you will not be able to play this game. You will not be able to boot this game up. I don't even know if they tell you that in the description for this game. I'm pretty sure they do. I feel like legally they have to, but I haven't checked personally, so maybe somebody could check that. But other than that, like, that's the reason why so many people are completely destroying this game. We got some reviews here, and we got Jeepers over here, a member of the channel. This game is amazing and a complete fighting game. I'm giving this a thumbs up on the merit of the game itself. It is very good. However, I cannot fully recommend due to the performance of online play and the constant 8-frame rollback. My PC isn't even struggling to run this. The netcode is one-sided. You aren't playing the same matches as your opponent. It's probably due to the PSN DRM anti-cheat running in the background. When you do get stable matches, it's so much fun, but it's completely random. I have 4 or 5 bar connections, and it's not consistent. I don't know if it's because my opponent's struggling to run the game on their rig or not, but if it's not, it's just bad netcode. When it does work, it's some of the most fun that I've had in a fighting game. And I kind of feel the same way. Okay? Personally, I kind of feel the same way. And I'll explain in a second. But here's the thing. These developers have made other fighting games that run fantastically on the PC platform. So this is very clearly a thing that PlayStation themselves are trying to do to try to dissuade people from buying on PC. I really do believe that. And I know some people could be like, oh, that's conspiratorial. I don't care. I really do believe that PlayStation is doing everything they can to try to make the PC platform the worst place to play their games. Whatever games they do upload onto the PC platform, they love the money from the platform. They love putting the game on the store to get all the sales. Speaking of, they're at 24,000 concurrent players as of yesterday. They love the fact that they could sell hundreds of thousands of copies on the PC platform and take the money, but they then don't want to support the platform. They don't want to give you the Linux support that takes 5 minutes to implement. on the easy the anti-cheat. So even Leon voted on this game, and Leon wrote a whole freaking novel that we're gonna go over right now. He says, and keep in mind, me and Leon played this game last night. We have 5 hours in the game. You know, let's see what he has to say. He says, I wish I could recommend this game. I really do. I've been looking forward to it for ages. Same here, by the way. And shame on me for not realizing the involvement that PlayStation had in it, because I knew they were involved, but I just didn't realize how involved they actually were. I didn't realize that this is practically a PlayStation exclusive, with the exception of releasing on the PC platform. Like, PlayStation is so involved in this that you can just feel their stink all over it. And it's hard to miss when you're playing this game. Even if you're having fun, you'll feel the stink of PlayStation pretty quickly on this. So he says the issues are so steep. The obvious one, needed to sign into PSN to play on Steam, which we already talked about. He says, I'm a Steam player. I hate Sony. I hate the idea that I need a Sony account to play a game off platform. I don't even have a PSN account. I need to set up a dummy account with fake information across the board. Sony's greed and attempt to control the market knows no bounds, but there's more than that. The cutscenes are atrocious. The anime-esque cutscenes are fine enough about what you see in a Persona game, but the comic book style cutscenes, classic Marvel artists are rolling in their grave. The art is piss poor, and the animations are even worse. They look like a classic educational video you would watch in first grade. Truly abysmal. Guys, in the story mode for this game, okay, you guys didn't see it when you were watching my stream yesterday, because me and Leon, we just focused on multiplayer. Guys, these cutscenes that he's talking about, I'm the one that told him about this. I sent them screenshots of the supposed comic book cutscenes when they're just really pictures. Guys, it is so awful. It is so awful. And the reason why it's awful is because you just know that Sony's the one that did it. What do I mean by that? If you look, I'll tell you right now, if Arc System did those cutscenes, bro, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Looking at how they designed the characters in the game, it is a literal, it is night and day. There's no other way. You know what? Hold on. I didn't have this up. Let me bring it up. I'm gonna show you exactly. Hold on. I'll cut this out of the video. Give me a second. Let me see here. So I'll show you a picture that I had sent from the cutscenes. Just to show you how bad they are. Okay. And then we'll kind of go from there. Here we go. Check this out. Here is the Shuri one that honestly blew my mind. Here we go. All right. I got them both now. All right, so I'm going to give you an example of what the cutscenes actually look like, okay? Now, you guys know how Shuri looks in the game. Shuri looks amazing in the game. I know some people don't like the fact that Shuri's in the game over T'Challa, but we can't sit here and pretend like Shuri's not looking like a thick goddess in the game. All right, they designed all the characters to look unbelievably amazing, right? The art style in the actual game itself looks amazing. It really does. I'm not going to take that away from them. But brother, these fucking cutscenes, dude, what are we doing? Okay, like whoever designed this, if Arc Systems designed this or Sony designed this, or I don't know who designed this, bro, but this looks like fan art. This looks like something you would find on Twitter when somebody's writing some bullshit that they want to utilize to sell the story behind, you know, whatever they're doing. This is absolutely insane, man. Honestly, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. You can clearly see that there is a difference in the art style between the characters. There is a massive difference between what you're seeing here and what you're seeing when you actually play the game. Because when you play the game, bro, they look so badass. They look badass, bro. Like Wolverine looks badass. Captain Marvel looks badass. Iron Man looks amazing. It's all very well done. But if Arc System did this, bro, your cutscenes are trash, brother. Like, I don't know what you were thinking, but get this shit out of here. This is literal trash. Like, look at this. Bro, what is this? What is this, bro? Why is Captain America's head so goddamn small? What are we doing? I feel like this is just like the laziest. You can clearly see that this was where the cost was cut, right? You can clearly see that this was like, and I get it. There are going to be people that be like, well, who cares about story mode in a fighting game? You're fucking gaslighting, bro. Because if you're going to do it this bad, don't do it at all. Straight up. Just don't even do it at all. If you're going to do it this lazily, don't even do it at all. Just leave it out at this point. But you have characters that are designed so well. ArcSys designed them so well. Why do the cutscenes look like this? You got Captain America that is literally super skinny, no muscle, but somehow has massive shoulders with a super small head. And you got Shuri that I don't even know what's going on here. It blows my mind. So anyway, let's continue. Let's talk about this whole Marvel Tokon nonsense because it's pretty bad, boys. It's pretty bad. So let's look at the review again for Leon. He says, but hey, it's a game, right? As long as the gameplay is good, the rest can be forgiven. Well, the gameplay is good. Sure, it's certainly good enough. But I'm a hardcore fan of tactical fighters. ArcSys has done better. Be it Persona 4, Arena Ultimax, or Dragon Ball FighterZ, this game just doesn't compare. The character switching isn't as fluid. The combos don't feel as intuitive. The cinematics are passable at best. The control scheme notably switched up from their previous games, and not in a way that's familiar to fans of the tactical fighter genre. It feels like doing things different for the sake of being different. You already had a winning formula with Dragon Ball FighterZ, so why change it? Well, it's because Sony wanted to change, probably. I gotta be honest with you. Lastly, the roster. The roster's a joke. I'd forgive if there were more unlockable characters to give us a sense of progression, but fat chance that's happening in this day and age. How do you launch with no Thor, Silver Surfer, single Fantastic Four character, Marvel's first family, barely any X-Men, and Daredevil? I'm sure many characters will be added later, but a roster this bare bones, only for others to be sold to as DLC. It exemplifies everything wrong with the gaming industry. At the end of the day, is it fun to play? Yes, it is, but with a slew of caveats, and the fun one gets from isn't enough to justify all the major issues with the game. So again, I'll say this. I think the game has a lot of depth. I think the combat in the game is very good. I think the fighting of the game is very good. Is it as good as Fighter Z? That remains to be seen, because obviously I haven't had enough time in the game to be able to really distinguish that. Off the first impression, I'm probably going to say no. But again, it's just I have to play the game more to be able to figure out what's going on. Ultimately, though, I don't really have a problem with the roster. I think the roster is padded with characters, some characters that people don't care about. Just because, you know, Sony just has to push certain characters people don't care about. I think it is padded a little bit, but realistically, I don't really hate the roster. I think the roster is pretty decent. And I think considering how fleshed out some of the characters actually are, I think you will find enough to play with the characters that are there, at least for right now anyway. But he is right that they're going to charge you an arm and a leg for all the DLC characters moving forward. We already know about Phoenix Cyclops. We already know about that. You got some other reviews. These are non-members. You got most helpful reviews here. Deal Bobot, something like that. Unplayable 5th crash in 1 hour and it was working fine earlier. Do not recommend on PC until they fix issues. This is a great game held by abysmal decisions by the publisher, Sony. These are the main gripes that I've had and many others, but they're just the tip of the iceberg. No Linux support in 2026. Steam Machine and Steam Deck are unable to play the game under the default configurations and have to dual boot just to play it. Easy anti-cheat, via anti-tamper, and PlayStation SDK runtimes will contribute to poor performance and block even the ability to run the games in a Windows VM. Modding support is dead in the water permanently. There prevents file extraction. ESD prevents mod loading. Cosmetic mods, performance boosting mods, frame bars, training mode tools, and even hitbox extraction tools for resources like Dust Loop just aren't possible right now. Oh, gee, so you mean to tell me that a PlayStation video game is extremely locked down because of reasons? Obviously, right? Again, if you're going to release a game on the PC platform and you're locking it down to this extent to the point where it is inherently anti-PC, take the game and go release it on PlayStation as an exclusive and go fuck yourself. I really don't know what else to say other than that. I really enjoyed Avatar Fighting Legends. That game is super cheap in terms of the pricing, with very fluid animation, super fun characters, and yeah, it has a smaller roster, but the game is also way more affordable. Like, I don't need this shit. I was so excited for Marvel Tokon. I really was, guys. You guys know this. The moment I saw Carnage, I was like, hell yeah, I am so down for this. But then, of course, PlayStation just had to fuck it up. They just had to, because for them, releasing it on PC is like taboo. They just hate the idea of releasing it on PC, any of their video games at this point, releasing it on PC. So again, if you're going to release your games like this, where it's basically a fucking fortress, when you release this game and you are giving a worse experience to people that actually bought your game, you're so worried about piracy, which, by the way, you're going to get felted by piracy anyway. It's only a matter of time. But you're so worried about piracy that you're willing to give an inferior experience to people that actually pay to play for your game. You're so willing to destroy the experience for people that actually gave you the money to play your game. You're so willing to do that. Yeah, I think it's crazy. And on my computer, I had 0 issues. But again, it's because my computer overpowers. Like I can't use my computer as like the standalone experience. And I'm so tired of other people that have computers like mine that are gaslighting everybody and trying to pretend like problems don't exist because they're not experiencing it. I think it's bullshit. People do that way too much. There's a lot of people out there. They're like, well, my computer doesn't have that problem. And then you look at their specs and like, what are your specs? Oh, I got a 5090. I got 64 gigs of RAM. Of course you're not going to have any fucking problems, you jackass. It doesn't mean everybody else is lying about it. What do you think? 60% of the people who left reviews are just lying about all their performance problems. We see people recording their performance problems, streaming their performance problems. We obviously see it. Anyway, the game performs very poorly, and the PC client oftentimes causes asymmetrical rollback, where one player experiences constant hitching, while the other does not. That makes it borderline unviable for online tournaments. It's to the point where I think they want to disable crossplay, if they haven't already. I don't know if they have disabled crossplay. I think they might have. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's at this point where there's people asking for it. Like I know there was some people that were saying to disable crossplay because it's so bad. Like PlayStation players are having struggle sessions fighting against PC players that have terrible lag on their setup at the time. Sony is the disgrace of a publisher, but Arc System Works is a phenomenal studio. This game was made with so much care and is immediately apparent when you play it. Look at Deadpool's moveset alone. I can't recommend this game to anyone, but I can say that anyone and everyone who wants this thing fixed needs to be vocal about it. Yeah, I want it fixed. Of course, I want the game to be what I thought it was going to be. I want the game to be playable for the majority of people to have a good time with it. Like I want people to play it because it actually is a very good game. But with PlayStation doing what they're doing, they're going to turn off a lot of people. And it's going to get to the point where the game's going to die on PC. And you know what? That's what they want. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what they want. They want this game to die on PC. They don't want people to feel incentivized to buy it on PC because for some reason in their mind, they think if people aren't happy on PC, then you'll go to PlayStation and go buy it over there to get the better experience. That's what they want. I don't think it's going to happen, but that's what they want realistically. So let's keep going. One more. As of now, early days release, Tokon Fighting Souls is a really fun game full of interesting mechanics and fun characters, but the game cannot be considered in a playable state. One of the things I enjoy the most is having fun with friends. This thing is almost completely invalidated by poor netcode and poor optimization. Because of how rollback network works, with people with very different setups can play together, and lag generated by hardware creates various instances of rollback, and in worst cases, total desync between players. I want to love this game. I'm having so much fun playing it in competitive ladder and learning new characters and combos, but I cannot find myself to ask for a friend or to get in to play with me. It's frustrating. And to this, the lack of support for Linux and to be a PSN login requirement, and you got yourself a really good game killed by poor implementation and corporate greed. The score is fuck Sony out of 10. Fuck Sony out of 10. That's actually really, that's great. That's really good. That caught me by surprise. So again, guys, realistically, this game is just not like, it doesn't have to be like this, bro. Like, how many times do I have to say this? It really doesn't have to be like this. We're at the point where you have these video games that people actually want to play. I actually want to play this game. I'm going to be reviewing this game. It's part of my job. Like, I'm actually going to play this game. But I can't sit here and pretend like these issues don't exist just because it doesn't affect me personally. It's very clear that they do exist. It's very clear that they are affecting a lot of people. And it's very clear that a lot of the shit that people are dealing with is because of fucking Sony. It's because of Sony. A lot of the decisions to lock down this game in unbelievable ways is all because of fucking Sony. So at this point, Sony needs to stop their bullshit. And again, I speak for myself. I don't speak for anybody else. I speak for myself when I say, if you're going to pull this on PC, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Fuck this game. Get rid of it. Keep it as a PlayStation exclusive. That's what you want to do anyway. I don't know why you didn't do it. It's because it's a live service game. It's because it's a multiplayer fighting game, and that's why they didn't do it. It's a rhetorical question, obviously, right? That's why they did it. Because they know their multiplayer games can't survive on their ecosystem by itself, so they got to spread it everywhere. That's why. I'm so sick of this shit, man, really. Anyway, the positives for the game is, again, the art style is fantastic. I mean, the animations are so good. The finishers are so good. The gameplay itself is actually very good. The way that ArcSys designed the characters were good. It's all really well done. But unfortunately, some people can't even experience that because PlayStation. It's kind of where it goes. But, you know, I'm not going to say that Arc Systems is not necessarily, or ArcSys, sorry. I'm not going to pretend like ArcSys is not completely absolved from this. I'm sure they got some blame involved with this. But realistically, I cannot look at this and not feel Sony's involvement in it. Pretty sure they're heavily involved to the extent that they fucked it over for a lot of people. So, how about that Blade reveal? Blade is really fun. Blade's probably my favorite character in the game so far. So, that's basically it for Marvel Tokon, guys. It's getting completely destroyed in reviews on PC. And I honestly really believe that this is all part of the plan. I really do. I think it's literally all part of the plan. So, all right, boys, let's resume. Hold on. Let's resume TTS really quick.
You want cheap? Breath Edge is free ATM.
What the fuck is Breath Edge? What is Breath Edge? The fuck is this? This looks kind of cool. What is this? What the fuck? This looks kind of cool. Survival game. 80% positive reviews. Your only chance to get home. What the fuck is this?
You don't need games pay up.
Wait, what? Dre says for a 2 AAA gaming isn't alright. You don't need games pay up. Yeah, that's pretty much what they think. Pretty close to that. Was that a chicken taking a shit in your hand? Bro, what is this game? Why does it look so fucking cool, bro? I can't add another game, dude. I got so many. Yeah, well, listen, guys, it's free. It's free on Steam. Apparently, I already had it in my library. But it's free on Steam, man. $0. Go add it to your library right now. Leave my stream and go add it to your library and come back. Go add it to your library and come back, man. That's crazy. Holy shit. Not bad, man. Thank you, Demon Carol. Appreciate that. I'll excuse the racist games. Nonsense. You can always play one more game. No, man. No, it's too much. It's way, way too much. All right, guys. Unfortunately, we are wrapped for time a little bit. Pretty sure we're at tier 1. Again, I have to count it up. I don't have any counting mods today, so I'm gonna do it really fast. Let me just count it up just to see where we're at. It'll take just 2 seconds. Hold on. And we'll go from there. But I'm pretty sure.
Fans, if you're broke, just say that Lamau, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
That's really what they think. I know, like, we say that as a joke, but it's really not a joke. That's actually what they think. And it's kind of fucking sad when you think about it. But, I mean, what are you going to do, right? Companies are going to company at this point. Just adding this up. Give me 1 second, boys. Give me 1 second. Guys, we're going to be playing Dragon Sword Awakening. So if you guys want to go check out that stream, I'm going to be live in a little bit playing Dragon Sword. I invited Atreus to play Marvel Tokon. He did not want to accept that invitation, so there's nothing I can really do about that. And Leon is busy tonight, so we're not going to be able to do that. But you are not going to hear me complain. I was playing Dragon Sword Awakening earlier today off stream. and I was just doing a bunch of farming and shit because I had to play the game. And I got to the point where I defeated the same boss like 20 times, just farming a bunch of items because I couldn't do the main story. So until I do the main story, I'm locked behind a I can't level my characters anymore, so I was just like, fuck it. Let me just do side missions and shit. So that's exactly what we did. It was so fun. Hold on, we're almost done. I'm pretty sure we're definitely at tier 1, I think, at this point. Let me just make sure, because we got red boys in here that I didn't even account for. Yep, just added that. Fallen Order's red boy got us to tier 1. Holy shit, thank you, sir. Shout out to
in a bikini, maybe?
What? Casta? Oh, that's right. That's right. So I got gifted very slutty outfits for that game. So tonight I'm gonna be putting those on the characters as well, since I got gifted that. Just for you guys that come and hang out tonight. So all right, we're almost done counting. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, guys. So what I have it at right now is we are at. Thanks for the free game. Oh, I didn't do anything. You should thank Demon Carol. Demon Carol's the one that informed the chat. Shout out to Demon Carol. We're at 394. So we are 106 or so, give or take. I overestimated a little bit because I didn't convert for a Canadian. So probably at 370 to be fair. No mods tonight was with new Blackstreet. Well, no, T-Jap's off. T-Jap's off on Fridays, and Sonia's taking a break from modding on all her channels that she mods for. So she's normally the one that's here on Friday. So that's why we don't have a waifu battle today, because I didn't have anything prepared. So I'm not gonna be able to do a waifu battle, count everything up, and it's not gonna happen. So we are that's where we're at. Gameable says it seems like we might not reach tier 2 tonight. Sad. Yeah, but we don't have a waifu battle, so that's probably why we're not going to hit it, because where we're at right now, it's pretty much where we're normally at before the stream ends. Speaking of, let me hold on real quick. Let me go make the gaming stream live for you guys. So for those of you that want to head over now, you can. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Let me do that. Where's Old Man Cad? I have no idea. Old Man Cad has left the Bigot Army for whatever his reason. No idea. So that's up to Old Man Cad. You guys can deal with him on that, I guess. Where are we at? Let me make this live real quick. Here we go. Click live. Hypnotica. Hypnotica cannot save. Hypnotica cannot save us. Waifu sandwich battle? Should we do a waifu sandwich battle? We can't do that. All right, I just made the Dragon Sword stream live. Here, let me put that in here. There you go. That's the link for Dragon Sword. Here we go. Format says no tier 2 on a day where we got 2 red boys. Yeah, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not, but you know what? It is what it is. What am I going to do? I tried my very best. McDuggins for tier 2. McDuggins is dead. McDuggins is dead. Happy Gamer says those outfits only work on a specific character. You didn't have those characters last stream. Well, all my characters are level 20. All my characters are level 20, so I can switch out anybody if I want. So we'll see. We'll see if it ends up being that. McDuggins died for our sins. He sure did. He sure did. Did New Blackstreet do that Spider-Man debate that they were?
One day I would like to learn the modder arts.
The modder arts. I appreciate that, Mitchell. Thank you for the 2. Ron, thank you again for the 2. I appreciate you. Dre, thank you again for the 2. If you're broke, just say that. Did they ever do that debate with Spider-Man? Was it good? I'm kind of sad I missed that. They did. Was there a lot of yelling and screaming? Great Ape with the 5 memberships. Ironically, I'm yelling and screaming.
More memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
Shout out to Great Ape. I appreciate that, my man. That actually got us a 419. 419. We're at 419, boys. We're 80 some odd away Granted, I'm overcounting, but it's fine. 80 some odd away from tier 2. Great Ape, thank you again for the 5 memberships. I appreciate that. Sanguine says you could always mod me, but I'm not guaranteed to count. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the mods extremely limited on the main channel. That's why I have more mods on the secondary channel, so that people can mess around and experiment modding over there. That way they can see if they like it or not, you know? If that makes sense. Everyone blames Gene. Is that how it is? Everyone blames Gene? Should be 421 counting Mitchell. Oh, you're right. It is 421. Again, I'm overcounting because I'm not converting, but that's okay. Savage says, one love, Hypnotic and crew. What's going on, Savage? Thank you for that. I appreciate you, bro. I'm too woke to be a... I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care if you're woke or whatever. Don't give, as long as you're not retarded. That's all I care about. As long as you're not fucking retarded.
Closer.
Hey, yo, that sounded sus. I'm not gonna lie, that sounded a little sus. He's like, closer. 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 Kaiman with a 1999 banger. Let's go. Shout out to Kiteman. I appreciate that. See, Dante had to make
Kingdom
a game.
of Amalur is fun. Have you played it?
Have I played it? Brother, I played it when it was launched. I played it when it first came out. I've advocated for that game so much. It's insane. I keep telling people all the time they need to play Kingdom of Amalur because it's really good. It's really good. It was supposed to be an MMO. That was the rumor anyway. I don't know if that's true, but realistically, it plays like one. And then it's kind of like similar to Dragon Sword, where Dragon Sword is supposed to be a gacha, then ended up becoming a single-player game. Well, with Kingdoms of Amalur, it was seemingly supposed to be an MMO, and then it became a single-player game. It's fantastic.
Sorry for being Canadian, lol.
It's fantastic. It's a really good game. So if you haven't played it, I know they got like a remastered version. Pretty sure they delisted the original. I'm almost positive they did. Pretty sure they delisted the original. I could be wrong, though. But there is a newer version with remastered graphics. So it's okay. But I appreciate that. Shout out to Dre. Thank you for the 2. Beware the llamas for a 10 says sorry for being Canadian. Don't be sorry, bro. I appreciate you, man. That 50 banger means a lot. It all means a lot. I just normally we convert for USD so that way we could keep track of the tiers properly. And I'll get a replacement for Fridays. It's not a big deal. It's just today I didn't have any time. Like it just kind of got dropped on me. So but I appreciate the 10, my man. Thank you so much. Paul motherfucking Q. Holy shit, my guys. Paul Q, I think he just saved the day. I think Paul Q just saved the day, bro.
Don't worry, I live on in all of your hearts.
Wow, I haven't seen Suicide McDuggets. He's a ghost in the profile picture with a 2. That's crazy, man. Dude, Suicide McDuggets, no. Paul motherfucking Q, man. Paul Q just dropped a 20 membership hyper banger. Let's go.
Hyper banger.
Paul motherfucking Q, my guy. Holy shit. Paul Q just dropped his dick on the table. He dropped his dick on the table, saving tier motherfucking 2 like an absolute boss. The entire chat just saved tier 2 on a no waifu battle day. That is honestly amazing. Thank you guys so much, sincerely. I noticed that some of you have realized I changed the uwu emoji. I did change it. If you want to see what it looks like close up, trust me, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Let me see if I can bring it up. Hold on. Right here. Here we go. And right there. Bang.
Holy shit.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I had to upgrade that a little bit. Very kawaii. Yeah, I forgot to make the headset pink, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. I'm working, man. I'm working. I'm trying to make it all these trying to redo all the emojis, man. Keep it fresh, you know what I'm saying? Hypno post transition. I hate you, bro. I hate you so much. I hate you. Keep them blue. Wait, you like blue better? You like blue? I don't see the coffee anymore. Yeah, because I got to redo it. I don't know if I'm gonna put that in there. I'll see. Because we don't actually have a coffee company. Did you make one for the banana? I did not. I did not make one for the banana, no. Like the other one just because it popped more. Yeah, it's because of the pink. The pink popped more, that's why. That's why. It's hard. But you know what? It sucks because like with YouTube, the emojis they're so tiny. So it's hard to see them. On Rumble, on Twitch, especially on Kick, the emojis are huge. And some of them are animated. So they really stand out. But on YouTube, it's so bad. It really is. But you know what? It's whatever. You know which ones stand out the most on YouTube? It's the ones that are just plain text with bright colors. Those are the ones that stand out. Anything with a picture doesn't stand out at much. So like the super chat ones, look at this. This stands up. I just put it in the chat. See? This shows really well. This shows really well. And then like the 10, the 20, like the super chat ones, those show really well. You can clearly see what that is. 50, 100, that shows really well. But anything else doesn't show as well because it's just this is what it's meant for. It's meant for like these plain text, bright colors, Dude, that's what it's meant for. But it's all right, whatever. It's fine. We all know what it is. We all know what it is. Kiryu is a mess and has to lean closer to my screen. You would love Kiryu closer to your screen, I'm sure. I mean, I tried it. Like, if you increase the text size of the YouTube browser, normally it helps it a little bit, but not enough. They need to make them stand out more. They need to make them more visible. But that's their fault, man. That's YouTube's fault. For a platform that has so many people streaming on it, it really doesn't like streamers. You might need to put a background on it. I can't see it because my YouTube is in dark mode. No, they tell you not to use backgrounds for the emojis because otherwise it really blends out and you really can't see anything. They just become giant, like, fucking picture squares. Well, not even giant, like small picture squares. It's better off to just not use the background. But it's fine, whatever. Anyway, all right, boys, listen, we're going to go play Dragon Sword Awakening. This game is super addictive, guys. I can't stop playing this game for good reasons. We're going to do the main story today, and we're going to hopefully increase our level cap. Right now, we're at 20. I'm trying to break that so I can do more content. So here's the link again for Dragon Sword. Come check it out tonight. We're going to be live in about 40 minutes.
Your lady avatar version I'm working on doesn't have a membership train. She has a big caboose, and all members can have a ride for free.
Wow. Wow. So you're just slutting her out, huh? That's amazing. Thank you, Mitchell, for the 5. I appreciate that. That's insane. Just everybody gets a ride for free. Why am I not surprised? All right, I'm going to take one last look for gifted games just to make sure I didn't miss a notification. We are good in that regard, and I'm going to double-check Rumble to make sure we're good there. Deadeye's Locked for $1 says, Sony giving Arxis the Game Freak treatment in this game. Oh, fuck. That is so sad that it's true. So sad. Tornall with a 2 says, any scene with 0 FPS and off-model characters deserves to be cut. Dude, I'm telling you, if you look at the cutscenes in Marvel Tokon, it's gonna make you want to skip. Like the actual animated ones, it's not really like for the best, but they're not terrible. But the comic book cutscene ones are awful. It's really bad. I don't know what they were thinking with that. All right, we're caught up on Rumble as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for everything. I hope all of you had a fantastic time today. I really do. Don't forget, tomorrow is SNH. So we're going to have a lot to talk about tomorrow. There's so much to recap for the week. Get the panel together, talk the shit, all that good stuff, guys. Thank you so much for the support. You guys are amazing. Thank you, everybody who donated. Yes, even if you're Canadian, even if you're Canadian. Thank you guys so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you, every single one of you, on the next one. Until then, you guys already know, go
02 moving them hips back there, awakening my dragon sword, smirking face emoji.
This man is gooning. This man is absolutely gooning. He is gooning so hard right now. That's insane. Thank you for the 5. And I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, you guys already know, man. Go be bigots. And obviously, go be gooners. Bye.
Find I'll try dragon sword right now.
Do it. Play it. It's really good.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you can't.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
At this touch of the black man, I bring life. 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 That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.